All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a part of the what I would say the members gang, definitely we really and truly appreciate you. All right, like, share, and subscribe. So anyways, as you saw by the title, we're going to be going into the roster, the Concacaf Gold Cup 2023 roster. We told you guys we are going to come return, and we are here now. All right, so we're going to try and get the roster on the screen right here. Then we will have our discussion respectfully and stuff. But at the end of the day, I am glad that I was proven correct. All right, Jam already in the house. Massive respect. Jam, thanks for being here. Hope all is well with you and your family. All right, yes man. And I will be getting a few co-hosts on the screen. So Marlon will be joining us, and Jason should be joining us as soon as he's done with the squad and also the press conference. All right, so Nathan, massive respect. How are you guys doing? We're going to read out the squad for you guys, and then we can get a conversation going. All right, Yuan says big up JD, appreciate the content. So let me go through the squad list, and it's in the description, and it's in the community sections of both of the channels on Instagram and also on Twitter as well. So go over there, follow them and all of those things, because that's how you could be informed if I'm not doing any live stream. All right, no problem, man. Respect. And Jamaican Guna, big up yourself. Thanks very much for being here. So anyways, the Jamaican squad listing for the 2023 Concacaf Gold Cup. Senior men's, Andre Blake, goalkeeper, Jamali Wade, Connor Boyce Clark. We got all three of those correct. And Amari'i Bell, Ethan Pinnock, which an asterisk there because he has some technical, no, not some technical, but some issues going on in his family. So hopefully everything works out well and he could join the team. Deshaun Bernard, Adrian Mariappa, Dexter Lembikisa, Damian Lowe, Javane Brown, Kemar Lawrence, Cavan Lambert, John Russell, Joel Latibeaudiere, Bobby Reed, Daniel Johnson, Kaheem Paris, Michael Antonio, Shamar Nicholson, Leon Bailey, Corey Burke, Dujuan Richards, and Demarai Gray. All right, so let me know how you guys are feeling with that listing. I'm going to try and send out all of the information to the personnel to join the channel. And if you want to join, you can please you forward your name to my inbox, and I will definitely add you as well. All right, yes. But as you come in, make sure to smash the like button, make sure to share, make sure to subscribe so we can get the visibility out there. All right, yes. Mount Pleasant, all right. Thank you, Mark Ferran. How are you doing? Judgmental says, USA fan, new around here. Entire family is Jamaican, so I'm excited to learn about the Jamaican squad and get more passionate about them. Okay, no problem. All right, I am going to start going through all of these, but give me a little time. Let me share the contents around so people could know. And as soon as I'm done, while this is going on, I will be streaming the press conference itself. All right, yes. So we will be having it here. All right, yes. Just smash the like button, share, and subscribe so we can get the information out there. All right. All right, so let me start with the players, which I talked on them extensive, but I will go through and give my take as to what I am expecting from them. All right. All right, so that's good. One more, and then we are good. So everyone knows that we are here. All right. So give you a little time for you to find the like button clearly. So no one likes the actual thing, while no one hitting the like button on the video. I'm waiting on you to hit the like button to get the visibility up there, and then we can start discussing. All right, and give me your take in the comment section. All right, yes. So take a little time and hit the like button. I will take my time and wait on you as well. All right. Rashan, how you doing? Hope all is well with you and the family. One kick, bless up yourself. All right. So let me get into it now. Andre Blake, Jamali Wade, Connor Boyce Clark, three goalkeepers. The three goalkeepers for me, that was exactly what we said. One of the goalkeeper there, Connor Boyce Clark, is actually a solid goalkeeper, but he's one of the younger kids that we had as individuals that will be bigger in the future and maybe take over the entire elm. All right. Yes. Thank you, Claudia Fletcher. Massive respect. Rate all of the people. I need like 1,000 people here that comes in and just click the like button, and then the rest I don't even care after that. You know. Yes. Andre Blake currently the best goalkeeper there, and Jamali Wade showcased that he could be good when he has to do a debutant job. But obviously, when it's on him, the pressure is on him. He might not live up to that because he had two goals that scored on him where you could say both of them he could have done better as well. So it's good to have a mixture of main goalkeeper, which is Andre Blake, one of the best in the Concacaf, Jamali Wade, and then Connor Boyce Clark, the future right there. Ellen Win, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Says, good evening. What do you about the team now? I'm going to actually just go through it. So can you just please listen and give me your take on it? All right. Then we have Amari'i Bell, Ethan Pinnock, Deshaun Bernard, Adrian Mariappa, Dexter Lembikisa, Damian Lowe, Javian Brown, Kemar Lawrence. So those are the defenders. So you have the two Amari'i Bell and Taxi as the two left back. Obviously, I would have wanted Reggae, but obviously they never picked him. So I will wait and see how it turns out. But I do that was an option for me. That was an option for me. All right, and I still respect it. All right, I will concede that one a little because Greg Lee had some injuries and he was trying to return on the last time when we were trying to get the friendly going. All right, or not the friendly, but I think it was the Mexico game. He was trying to come for the Mexico game, and some paperwork thing went on. So that is the situation right there. So Kemar Lawrence came in, played well this season, but had an injury before this call up as well. So that's an injury for injury as well. All right. Yes. So I am okay with the Kemar Lawrence. I could give that a pass right there. All right. So Amari'i Bell and Lawrence yet again for another Gold Cup going, but obviously the swing is different. The swing is now Amari'i Bell, the clear better player, and Kemar Lawrence the backup to him at this point. Yes, on the right hand side, Dexter Lembikisa got his nod due to the performances over the first leg of this tour, which is against Qatar, and also not the first leg. I think it was based off the Mexico and Trinidad first game. Those are the two games that cement his spot as one of the players that we are looking for the future. All right. Yes, and then we have Javian Brown back in that free. Other options we had Wes Harding. We had Alvas Powell that we could have chosen. To be honest, those are two of the best options. You have Latibeaudiere that could play in centre back, right back, left back, and defensive central. So I don't think that will be so much of a problem. All right. So we move into midfield now. We have Kevin Lambert, John Russell, Joel Latibeaudiere, which you just talked about him, Bobby Reid, and Daniel Johnson. So those are the midfielders we are carrying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, and we have to use a defender to become one of those personnel. But Latibeaudiere, watch him played. You expect this from him. He's definitely that talented. You understand me? Yes, he's that talented. So we're going to heavily rely on the 4 mainly: Kevin Lambert, Russell, Latibeaudiere, Daniel Johnson. All right. Then obviously Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid is like a Latibeaudiere player, but in the forward areas. So Latibeaudiere starts from the defensive area, go into midfield, defensive midfield. Bobby Reid is the opposite. He starts from the wing areas, go straight up to forward and even striker. Yeah, so that, we have a balanced midfield right there, to be honest, based on how I've learned about it. And as you saw Daniel Johnson playing as a central forward today. So it goes to show you that you do have those personnels that can do the business. All right, yeah, man. Um, Going in for, up, Kahim Paris, Mikel Antonio, Shamar Nicholson, Leon Bailey, Corey Burke, Dujuan Richards, and Demarai Gray. All right, now, so Kahim Paris would be one of the wingers with Leon Bailey, Dujuan Richards, and Demarai Gray. So that would be the four wingers. All right, so let me know your thoughts on that side. All right, and the strikers would be Mikel Antonio and Shamar Nicholson and Corey Burke. Those would be the three strikers. Let me know your thoughts. All right, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But as what we said, hit the like button and let me continue the conversation. All right, yeah, man. Let me hear what Ellen says. Good evening. What do you about? All right, so that's not written properly. I have no issue with the midfield moving like we get any better. Okay. Notice of absentee, Lord Ravel and King, yes, Jamal Low. All right. So for the people that I told you to click me, yeah, so you click me now, replay the clip whenever you get the time. All right, replay the clip whenever you get the time, and then yeah. Laugh out loud. So you I go stop watch Jamaica football. No, my boss. Whisper there is no low. Okay, no problem, Taj Mahal. All right. JD, if Ethan can't make it, do you think they can call Lee? He's on the list. He's on the list. So yeah, I think they should be able to call him. And as Gunnar Nostradamus predict, no JPL player to the Gold Cup. Others could have, but they chose not to. Good team, Kareem says. All right. This team is valid to be honest. All right. Congratulations to Whisper Richards for making his first Gold Cup squad and international tournament. All right. Is this relatively the strongest team that could have been called up? Question. Happy to see Gray made it do. All right. So Taxi Greg Lee, same personal right there. Wes Arden, Brown and Lambasika, I might think that Wes Arden could have added something more to it, and he could have added a defensive present as well. In midfield, Kevin Lambert, John Russell over Ravel Morrison. I think Ravel Morrison could have got in this squad right there. Jamal Low over Whisper. And Whisper and Kaim Paris, I think he could have gotten another over both of them right there. So no, I wouldn't say the strongest squad, but it's a okay squad, to be honest. You still had other players that could have added to the squad, but as they said, maybe other issues. But now I said you can replay the clip. So no, you have heard me before. All right. So I guess I was not an emotional man anymore. All right. Yes. So that's why I said click me, don't. All right. So maybe you will ask me what I knew, why I said that. Yeah. Triple E, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Bless up, Issa. Hope all is well. Shake my head. I'm just here to comment, JD. We'll wait and watch games in silent, my boss. Okay. I guess everyone start respect me when I'm saying something. Okay. Boy, JD Janual is a man of facts. What you mean? What you mean by that? Triple E. Bless up. All right. Oh, Paris make the team. I don't know. What you mean? John Wall is a man of facts. I don't understand. I know who it is. I know who it is. Who it is, but I don't know what you're talking about. Owen, bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. JD, you see Hector comment about what? About what? All right. About what? J Taylor need to get facts. not alternative facts. What you mean? What you mean by that? I don't understand. All right. One kick says, I'm still going to get cooked by a B team though. Okay, so you believe that we are going to lose the game against the United States. Okay, I'm happy with the squad based on the 50 pool. Okay. All right. Someone asked me a question and I answered. Coach pick him side, no complaints. All right, now Taj Mahal, then you can just leave and it's okay. We will do our video and we will enjoy our video. You don't have to be here. All right? Yeah, man. JD, Jason waste your question? Why you said Jason waste our question? I don't understand it. Why you say that? Jamal Lowe couldn't make the trip, it seems. Okay. Owen. All right. All right. Roland Malcolm, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Jason will come at some point. Yes. Gray is in the squad. The team has been picked since last week. Well, if it was picked back since last week, and that tells you, so why they never released it, Mr. Ricketts? They could have released it from last week. All right. Bless up, JD. Man's that talk football and not being delusional. Yeah, we are always going to be here. Hector asked if he plays cricket. Okay, I don't know. All right. All right, laugh out loud. I know you don't, JD. When you listen to the press conference, you will know exactly. Okay. Well, they could have just said it right here. Simple. No Pinnock. That's going to be a difficult blow. They said Pinnock could turn up because he wanted to come. That's what they said, right? Seems like mad about something, JD. What are you talking about? I don't know. You're asking a question or you're telling me you're mad about something. Explain to me, please. Sorry, but Burke never looked like he made the squad to me. Oh, well, I think Burke did his job. I said he did his job. So, yeah. Yeah, Prezi, you can just come in and we will continue the conversation, okay? Yeah, man. Why we can't watch it live? I don't know what you want to watch live. This is a reaction. I will post the live when it finishes. Let me see if I have it right here. JD, how you rate the squad? I will get into that. I will get into that because I was waiting on others to come in. Yes, JD, you said Blake Burke played well. Yeah, but he did what he did. You get me? JD, you seems like you're mad about the selection in squad. Alex, you're trying to say something. I know you so long. You're trying to portray something that your brain is telling you, but I don't think you are saying anything for me. I'm educated enough that if I have a problem, I would say something. All right. So stop saying things for me. All right. I'm educated enough to can say what I mean. All right. Yes. Low is injured, JD. Yes, he's injured, but which one of the Low? The main Low is not injured. He's not injured. No disrespect to anyone, but Hector is still good enough to be a CDM for us. Yes, I do believe so as well. All right. The Pinnock, what they said Pinnock will join if everything sorted out. So guys, how are you listening to the press conference behind me? And I've heard what they said. They said the guy had some family problem issue. His wife have some complications, and if they get over it, he will return. He will reach here because he wanted to come. That's what the guy said, So why people saying that no Pinnock will be in the team? What? Oh my God! I listened to it. I listened to it one time, and I heard what the guy said, and I came on live after. And you're telling me that people stay in the press conference and never heard nothing. Wow! I've officially given up. Brain drain. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Mr. Prezi, how are you doing? Let me start with the squad here and until others come on. Alex, if you have a question mark, if you have a question, all right. No, because I've listened to it one time, like 30 minutes ago, and I heard what they said, but people still bringing a different news. You understand me? 20 minutes later. Oh my God.
Listening is also fundamental, but most importantly, comprehension as well, you know. But
Yeah. Go to
yeah,
the squad
well,
on it.
yeah, the Ethan Pinnock stuff still, people are say Ethan Pinnock not getting here or whatever, them just say, as it should be for everyone, it should be your family first. You understand me? That's probably some problem, if him family good, it's a based on how everything develop, he might, I may not show up. So I will have to just pray for him family and put him in our thoughts. And if him family situation improve, then expect him for sure. I love to have him for the US game though. But we'll see what happens between now and Friday.
All right. So people, we have 180 here. Come on, disrespect to the like button, guys. As what I've said, want you to have what you call a good relationship with the like button. So as you come in, let me caress the like button. All right. Yes. So Alex, stop eating on my channel. Like the video, Alex. All right. We do like Ryan. Fun of mine, like the video. Eddie Guna, like the video. You understand me? Man of Valor, like the video. Boss Thomas says fake news. Who is fake news, Boss Thomas? Who you talk to? All right. As always, not comprehending. Yes. Okay. Blessings. Coach say Ravel too old. That's why Whisper can get picked. Okay. Well, he has a short time in Jamaica. That's all I know. Yes. Let him continue with that behavior. All right. Yes. Yes. So since he can talk like that straight up.
I know that the man say.
That's a no answer to him say.
That's not what the man say. Them ask the question a couple of times. You understand me? And it's similar to curtain boss that I talked about earlier when we got through the list of players them and them age and how them are gonna look in the next 4 years to the World Cup cycle. You understand me? So it make it abundantly clear, say Dujuan, Whisper is a player with tremendous potential. You understand me? And he's one that himself can, in the future, might be considered as one of the strongest player to ever come out of Jamaica. So that's how highly him rate him. You understand me? So I guess them might try if I'm now to do the best of the player. And I don't think the coach should need to mention Whisper's skill set because people want to say, but we have two players in the JPL who scored 20 goals and 21 goals. All right. And Whisper only play schoolboy football. But at the end of the day, Whisper is a player that Chelsea said they don't want to forward at Chelsea. So they must have seen something in the player.
All right. Alex, if you don't have your mic on and your camera on, we can't work with it like that. We're trying to do the thing professional. All right. Yes. So come out of your bed, and look pretty. When you go to the post match, you try to look professional. So just please get yourself professional. Turn the camera off, get yourself properly, and then you come in. All right. Yes. All right.
JD.
Okay, he's easy. Okay, he's not in his bed. All right, good afternoon, Mr. Alex. What are you doing now? What you have to say to the actual question, the listing? Explain to me, and then I can answer the question now.
Well, this list is a good list. I really don't have a problem with it based on what available and what players we have. I mean, I have to comment that Demarai in the squad is a good addition going into the Gold Cup. Most of these players already played in Mexico already, so I'm looking to be a good tournament. But my question is to you, JD. How do you feel that Whisper got called up in the squad? You're muted, JD.
What you said? No, I was sending something because I remember I have other things to do.
Yes,
yeah. So
my question is that how you feel about Whisper getting picked in the squad?
As I said, I never had any problem, none at all. I'm just saying the statement that the coach made was very disrespectful to our next player, saying that the player not having any club and this player don't have a club. So where my problem lies. My problem never lied with the player.
The coach basically
you're listening well?
He said the coach basically says that players are not playing that there are no minutes. He prefer choose a younger player to give them minutes and give them that experience than an older player that have more experience. That's what the coach said. So
Okay, well, he expanded. No, Alex, we have to talk in context. I spoke today on what he said in the first press conference, right? So what he says no, I am not talking about that now. All right, I could have only, because remember that was a conversation before, so you can't mix two things together and then come and have an argument with me, because you're very great at that. You understand me? Yes.
I don't think JD, I'm not mixing anything. I'm just saying.
So Alex, I don't care who's in the squad. I just had a problem with the inconsistencies, and if you said he cleared it up, I am okay with that. You understand me? Because I have the players them that I think can get the job done. So I don't know if you want to bring others. I just said if you want it to be stronger, you asked me a question and I'm answering you. If you wanted it to be stronger, I gave you that I would have picked Jamalo and Jamalo over Kaim Paris or a Whisper. Both of them. Even if it's one position and both of them to come out and him go in, I would do that. Don't.
Okay. But I'm saying,
yes. Continue.
I'm saying Jamalo he say he had personal reason why he could have came. Paris is in the squad. I don't have a problem. The problem Whisper is good in the squad, JD.
So why are you trying to create up? You realize you're talking on things that I don't care about. I don't care about it. Alex, you're trying to make a conversation out of nothing. You have 23 players on the listing, and you're talking about one player, and I've said I didn't have a problem from day one. That's all. Just move on.
If you say you don't have a problem, JD, right?
Yes. So why you keep and ask about the next player? Yes, so tell me about the rest of the squad, Alex. You like to have drama. That is a problem, Alex.
Who's that drama, JD? Who's that drama? Asking about
listen to what I'm saying. Yes. And so it's just one player alone you care about, Alex.
I think about the squad has been good, JD. I didn't say the overall squad is good. I don't have a problem with the squad. I asked you how you feel about how's that drama? I don't understand.
I said I don't have a problem 3 minutes ago, and you waste 3 minutes of my video and the people in time.
How's that waste 3 minutes ago? I don't understand, JD. What are you talking about? I'm just coming here to talk about the squad. I actually about one specific player.
Yes, because I actually want to talk about other players on the team, which I'm very much impressed with. To be here, and you keep on talking this same talk. So move on, Alex. You're too much of a drama. At 3 years, I know you.
How is that a drama, JD? When I ask you about one player, JD,
and I answer you for 3 minutes.
You're putting a defensive mechanism saying it's a drama, JD. When basically I asked about one player.
I answered you for 3 minutes, Alex. I said I don't have a problem, Alex. Didn't anyone in the chat could have heard what I said, and you continue. You have a clip. You have your boss them try to clip me or something. Let's move on.
JD, listen. Let me explain to you, JD. I don't be on YouTube that much, JD. I'm a fly all around the world. I'm a flight attendant. Just to let you know, JD.
Alex, I don't care who you are. I know who you is.
I don't have no time for nobody.
Internet no work around the world. That argument is
JD. So when you talk about people click JD, we don't click JD.
Okay, so Alex, I answered you. Alex, 5 minutes. Look, we are 28 minutes on. You came on almost 24 minutes, and you asked me the question the first time, and I answered you within 2 seconds. And we're still arguing for 5 minutes because you keep on talking.
Anyways, JD, welcome Demarai.
Oh, wow! 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Yes, I'm trying to move on, but people, you don't know Alex.
Welcome Demarai.
You don't know Alex. You don't know Alex, brother. You don't know the brother. The brother hard for deal with. It's a long time I know him. Me and him always a war. People don't know Alex. That's why I have to stand up and answer him that way. I have no problem. I'm perfectly fine. It's just Alex is hard to deal with, and I don't 100% trust the brother. Yes, because him dodgy. Hear him talk about my flight attendant, and he's not clipping anybody anymore. Don't.
Me never get nobody at JD. So we don't know where I JD. But JD, JD can play a song say 4-4 kick like Whisper. You know what song that JD? Richie produces that JD.
Yeah, of course I know Richie produce it. So why you think I would know that? Why you think that I'm so out of touch with Jamaica?
JD,
you play a song later, boss a champion. 4-4 kick like Whisper.
I have champagne. I still have champagne around there. Maybe I could get one. No problem. But I have to get up early in the morning. I have to get up early, man, though.
Anyways,
So I
bro,
can't. I
I
can't.
rate the squad. I think overall the squad is a good thing. Good addition to the squad. Kevin Lawrence come back in the squad. With
Okay, so you're okay with that one as well.
yeah, I don't have a problem with Taxi. I really don't have a problem with Taxi. Honestly, the guy, he's playing good this season. We've been playing good this season. If you watch Minnesota United, I love that the fact that Dishan Bernard he played very good. I think I didn't catch a lot of the game today, but
Today he would never have the best game, but the last game he had the very good cameo of
yeah.
around 30 minutes or so.
And I heard the coach said that Joe Latibeaudiere couldn't play today because FIFA clearance and whole thing with FIFA whatever, so he couldn't play today. But overall, JD, I agree with the squad. The whole thing, I think Energizer Bunny should be in the squad. Demarai
Oh,
Phillips.
okay, over who? See, you see, hold on there. So he came on, make up a big fuss. Then Marlon, he's turning it around. Oh, he thinks that Phillips should have been in it. So if Phillips, I'm gonna post the press conference now, guys. So if so, Phillips should have been in it over Alex before we get to the other personnel on the panel.
To me, to be honest, I'd take out Corberg and bring three strikers instead of like, and then put Phillips in.
But you only have two strikers there, Big Boss. Who is the four strikers you have there?
Corberg, the three striker. Corberg plays striker too.
Yes, Corbett, Mikel Antonio, and Shamar Nicholson. Those are the only three strikers on the list.
I would take out Corberg and make one of the wingers can play forward too. And
Wow.
yeah, I wouldn't bring Corberg, and then I would put in Energizer Bunny because we shot a midfielder.
So you really watch the two games, then, and you think that Corbett wouldn't have had value to this team?
Corberg run some senseless run. We don't know, JD. You know,
All right.
clear. Energizer Bunny have a midfielder work. You know, so Energizer Bunny, me call him. The man have a midfielder work. One touch, win the ball, turn. But like when he play JD, him just
Okay.
play where sit him and a JPL ball away, not too much a rate JD. So I don't know still. I just
No, we say a JPL baller with what? On what? What happened after?
we in a rate.
Women are rate.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You see this guy now? This guy he's a picture painter. So he came here with a picture that he wanted to paint again. Wow, this guy is just lying on me. All right, guys, please do smash the like button because I'm telling you, if you guys don't like the damn video, I'm telling you, I'm gonna go off on this boy named Alex because I need to smoke him a long time ago. But today it looks like it is his day. All right, Marlon, man, get involved, Marlon, and then we're bringing Jason and Prezi because we're having a good conversation until this bad man named Alex come on. Go ahead, Marlon. How you doing, man, Marlon? Oh, you saw the squad and what you like about it?
Well, the only inclusion that I didn't have there was Whisper being a part of it, and I had Phillips in there. So I think me and the coach miss up on one, right? Because they're short in midfield, and the creativity only Danny Johnson alone and probably Russell. You're gonna have Latibeaudiere and Lambert as two holding midfielders. So I think I'd have brought him there, and I think he's much fitter than all of them there actually, except probably the MLS players. So he's the only he's the only player that left out of the squad that I basically not in my 23.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Remember, I said Gray and Lowe flows available, and if it was
Yes.
available, it would have been Paris. So on the Phillips and Whisper and I like the question that was asked to the coach by Coach Minze, comparing the players that are when the players who are playing and players who are not playing. So he basically, but he explained himself still say you can't fight him on it. He's the man in charge of the team. Whoever player he select, right? He's the one who's man. So we have to just support him as supporters. But I think Pinot not being there for the first game is going to be a big miss. It's going to be a big miss.
Okay. So they will keep that spot for him if they are sure that he's gonna make the second game, and you guys are okay with that. No, I'm just asking. Pinnock is my pretty much done. You get me? So I have no problem with it, even if they are gonna wait until the final game in the group stage. But I'm just asking if you guys are comfortable with it.
From what the coach said, for me, I wouldn't turn up. My family gonna come before football, right? If it's something that family reason, right? Is sickness and person. I stay and leave and then go to preseason. That's my honest thought on it.
Okay.
If he turns up, I give him more rating. But in the case of that sense, right?
You totally understand.
Yeah, man. I stay in my family basically.
Agreed. All right. Oh, Jason went off. Okay. So are you okay with that, Alex, as well, and Prezi? I can get involved. Pinnock, if he does not turn up, you guys are okay with that, right? And the fans supposed to totally understand the situation.
I mean, family come first, of course. I mean, anybody would understand that. If you have a wife and your family, they are the main priority. They're the ones that you're really doing it for. So I understand. I wouldn't say that. But if he doesn't turn up, I think all games have this option that Concacaf have the option where you can switch the players out. You can call in a new player to come into the squad. So hopefully he comes. I really want him to come. Honestly, God, I really does want him to come. But I want to touch on that. The MLS players in that USA are gonna pick. They don't have any cohesion together at all. Some of them doesn't together a lot. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, these some of these MLS players, they don't play together a lot. So these Jalen Neals and all of them, they don't play together. I think that's in one factor though, because how many games these MLS players play together? One, like consistently.
Alex,
Alex, how many of them play together in a youth system coming up?
Who?
In a youth system?
None of them.
None of them don't play together. Alan Shamar don't play together. So none of them doesn't really play together. So where that gonna be a synergy gonna be? That's what I'm asking. I'm just asking a question, you know. They don't play 5 to 10 consistent games together.
Alex, remember one name that is back? Berhalter. Right?
Yeah, but Berhalter doesn't work with some of these players like Jalen Nika. Jalen Nika then come after Kate Cowell.
Alex, he has worked with Kate Cowell already, right? Jalen Neal just come up the other day to LA Galaxy, right? He's the only new player that has that probably is not an Morris is a player. The Morris and Senora are two players they're trying to really get them in their system so that Canada and Mexico don't really go for them. But he's somebody he many his team, right? He know to win championship, so you can't take that from him. And I think he as I said the last time, he used a RMS, basically RMS team with 3 European. Now he has 5 European players, 4 European players and 2 Mexicans. He's gonna be a big factor in this competition. And don't surprise if they win it again.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm just asking a question, Marlon. But going into this Gold Cup, I mean, you have to play to the strength. It's gonna be a difficult Gold Cup, though. Honest to God, to me, everybody coming to fight, and hope we don't take this game light. But I probably have to go now. So JD, big up on yourself on the panel, and him start my day.
All right, troublemaker Alex. Hope all is well with you on your work and everything. And you are
like whisper.
All right, thank you very much. All right, yes. Stop give trouble, a little troublemaker, yo. Yes. So yeah, guys. As we said, 200 of the year. Please do smash the like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What you expected from this squad. What you didn't get. You know, one thing I said. All I did, I came here and said I told you to click me, and then when it's done. Way days before they announced it, you get exactly what I was saying. So at least you get to realize that I'm a trustworthy person. If I come here and say something, I'm not going around you. You understand me? Yes. Me and they just said USA now win nothing. All right. Well, no problem. Danica says BJ is going to be the coach for the Gold Cup. Okay, let's see. He won this. The guy won this one, so I don't know if that's going to be the full case. BB played for Jamaica at 18. Why you guys 18 and whisper? Tycoon, I don't know. I'm waiting on somebody sensible to actually come in, because you guys are just so different. Nobody come here as an 8 and whisper, but you guys are just so different, like you don't listen.
But JD,
I don't know why you're so light.
Hold on, JD, but you're comparing a baby girl who had 2 seasons of Premier League, right?
Marlon, if they don't know, if they don't hear what I said, Marlon,
So
if they don't hear what I said,
when you have idiots come and say stuff and don't know nothing at all, right? Bibi was playing Premier League football. He left Wilmers, went to Harbourview, playing 2 seasons of Premier League for Harbourview. Right? So when you come in the argument, man, you come with facts, brother.
Marlon, I hear some of them come here and know say Bibi actually play Premier League, because they thought he was talking from schoolboy. That's what they come and say. They came and said. So I don't even think we necessarily need to fight with these people. They don't make any sense. They don't listen. It's just shocking. But if you can't listen, man, people will take you for an idiot. You understand me? Because nobody come here and eat on nobody. You get me? Just stop it, man. We are footballers, and we are educated person and football as well. You get me? And we just have a conversation anytime we come here. If you want to go on the Jamaica Drama Street, I think this is not the place for you. I have no problem. I will stay with 2 sensible person. You know? You get me? Than a bag of people in a listen. I am perfectly fine without that. You know, because I think I'm contributing something towards Jamaica football. If I'm doing something, it's when I learn something I do. Come here. So stop coming here with your like they're coming out of some group of some people that can't comprehend, and they just come here already off their leash of somebody sending them. You get me, Prezi? Because sometimes I'm wondering, what are they saying? It makes no logical sense, because nobody said that. Marlon gave his take. I said, and I'm not going to take it back. I would put Jamalo in the team over Whisper and Kaim Paris. I have no problem. So if you don't like that, or you don't know the players, then go and research. You understand me? And maybe you would have more respect to what we're saying. You get me?
But JD, I said to Richie earlier on, sure. I said congratulations. I didn't have him in a 23. I didn't even have him in a 25. Right?
Yeah.
That's the same question that coach is right? Right? This man listed the squad, and I gave it. I said if Low is available, Paris doesn't make it, but it's not available, Paris will make it.
Right? But that's exactly what the coach said. The coach said Low was one of the players that he really wanted to, but he made himself unavailable for personal reasons.
Okay. But Prezi, Juras said the man said Low can't make it. So Juras, if on a 24-hour memory we not have, just go back on the phone and release the clip that I told you guys 3 days ago to clip me, and then you're gonna come back to this conversation. 3 days ago I told you what the coach will come and say. But Juras, you're here today. Tell me, said the man said that. Boy, I lose off a lot of no. I'm not going to even utter a next word, because if you never click me, you would not understand what I was saying at the time. I told you to click me, and a lot of people said yes, they are clipping me. Well, go back and release the clip to what I've said. All right, and then we move on. All right. Yes. But for me, JD, you need to cut it out like serious. You need to cut it out like serious. What I need to cut out, Juras, I have a link here. You need to come here and educate me on what I need to cut out, yeah? You need to cut me. All right, you need to cut me out like serious. All right, so Juras, that is a link. Please come and explain to me what I need to cut out. Because 3 days ago, I said something to you, and then 3 days later, it happened exactly as what I told you. And then you're going to tell me, so me need to cut it out. Juras, you have to be careful.
No, Jerry, he said he's responding to the persons in the chat, not you.
No, but I'm saying, why I don't see the people that I told Marlon to clip me when me have the conversation? But me not go into that. I mean, not getting that. But yes, Prezi, you know, you understand what I'm saying now. If I can say something 3 days ago, and then 3 years later, you see the same thing happen. So what that means? What that means?
Me tell us that people have selective hearing and remembrance. And no, what Juras pretty much I say sometime when they make some comments in make some comments in a chat, sometimes you have to just ignore them. You understand me? Because sometimes when you talk to them, you kind of highlight them, and if you ignore them, like how most people in a chat ignore them, but not really realize to them the boss. So every time somebody make a derogatory comment, so to speak, lack of a better term, you respond to them, elevate them. So sometimes you have to elevate them, you know.
No, man, but I just wanted the clip part to come back out because I told them to clip me. And they said, if I'm sure. And I said, clip me. And they did not. All right. Boss Thomas said, Prophet JD, not fake sports prophecy. Why are you guys calling sports prophecy fake? JT, like thing.
Jay, I want to talk about prophecy. You know, since all on our vloggers, I feel like me can say
prophecy. I'm a friend. No, prophecy. I'm a friend.
Not something bad. I don't know, nothing really bad, man. I'm not style nobody because everybody are putting them work. Saying, but when we realize with most of these press conferences, right? Like, I feel like, especially the vloggers, they don't listen to the prior questions sometimes, and sometimes they don't. No, because like a lot of the questions that they ask leave a lot to be desired. You understand me? Like some people have them own agenda, or whatever. So and then they will ask a question where the coach does answer like 2 minutes ago. Like you never end up attention.
I watched the last press conference and I'm wondering if Amanda's coming in only to answer his question, because a man just asked a question before and he came in after and asked the same question. So as what I said, it's very unprofessional. And they need to do better. That is true, you know.
But here, JT, here the issue we have with JT right now. Because JT like we have an agenda, you know, because him like we make some statement and then him want film listen to them to say, yo, made it say this and you see, you know, because it's like a gotcha moment for JT. So he alluded to the fact, say, yo, coach, you know how, he's like, Mr. Hall, you speak a lot about statistics. So it seems as if like, you're well up on the statistics. So him say, yo, so what is your solution to the Reggae Boyz team conceding from set players and not scoring from set players? So the coach was like, wait a minute. The Argentina game, a free kick scored by a person, that team that win the World Cup. And the person who scored the free kick, he won a whole of Champions League. Probably one of the best.
Okay, Lionel Messi.
Yes, right. And then him say, against Mexico, them get a penalty. Okay. Qatar, no free kick or no set player. Today again against Jordan, no set player. So the statistic is not on your side, JT. Then JT are gonna say, maybe that talk about long time ago.
He was talking about previous under the other regime, so you can't talk about those. So maybe,
but not relevant right now, because what JT should have said, if you feel like him want make a point, then should have said, coach, there's one issue that I used to have with the Reggae Boyz in the past, and it's that they would concede a lot from set players. However, I've seen since you've been at the helm of the team, this have been reduced drastically. Then that would make sense. You understand me? So me feel like him just ask a little gotcha question, but then the coach kind of savage him with the response.
He's still wrong. In a record qualifier, how much goal we can see from set play?
All right. See, Marlon even go one step further and say, regardless of how you put it,
how much goal we can see from set play? Right?
In the World Cup qualifiers, we never concede so much goals from set play. El Salvador game, we had some problems with set players.
Zabaleta header alone. Right? In the last World Cup, then I can attack on top of
Well, JT need to come and redeem himself. It's Steel Dragon say, JT know more football than you, JD. So, I never said I knew more football than JT. I never said that. It's Prezi talking as to what he saw. So, Steel Dragon, you need to steal their brains and actually listen well. You get me? It tells you that you have some problems with JD. Because Steel Dragon, Percy gave his take, and you're trying to direct it to me. You see, Percy, believe me, he runs the clip, clip you, and send to JT. Say it's me. You understand me? Yes. That's the type of waste persons they are. Yeah.
So,
Mr. Continue, because I was going to go through some comments.
okay. No, I just feel like this is a really great opportunity if you like vloggers and the media really put some pressure on the JFF. But in order to do that, you understand me, the vloggers and everyone have to hold themselves accountable. You understand me? And prior to getting to these press conferences, it doesn't hurt, because at the end of the day, you know what you want to get from your question and what you think would best help your listeners or your viewers.
Yes.
So it doesn't hurt to construct a question that when you ask that question, maybe the administration itself, the team, the players, everyone benefit from it, versus like just do some stuff off the cuff that most of the time it doesn't make sense because it's not well thought out or anything like that. So then you come out.
So what do you think would be the solution to that? You think it would have been like because obviously the situation is just like a new situation, because Jamaica is not a big developed country like the other countries, because the other countries, it's not like this, that like YouTubers get certain accreditation. It doesn't work like that. It works a little bit different, especially in England and Belgium. It works a little bit different. So now we came up on a good opportunity, which is called the new media. I thought they should have I remember I said the last time, who relegates these vloggers? And people said I was bad-minded. But now you realize how deep I was thinking, because that's what you're pretty much saying now, You're saying the same thing 4 months later, but I was bad-minded 4 months ago.
So
I don't know.
So here's what I believe is going to happen, right? And this individual, which I'll call his name in a second, he's gonna receive I'm gonna get some belt buckle and I'm gonna receive some stick feet, right? But this is what I feel is going to happen. Simon Preston are gonna regulate it, right? And it might get to the point that he said, listen, I might need to vet some of your questions prior to, and then I'm gonna say Simon is a yes man and him a this and him a that. But I think he does try to get everybody to be held accountable and to a higher standard. If we're calling for professionalism within the JFF, then we the people also, when we get on that platform, should try to do the same as well.
Yeah. I think that's how it's gonna go. So it's gonna come back down to the same thing what I said before. You have to regulate it a little, because it's not saying you're blackballing people, but obviously it's their jobs and they have to protect their jobs as well, So I think if Simon does something like that, that's how it is. I can't say anything. That's his job, Yeah, but So Dre Taylor, if they said you do something wrong, just go back, check for yourself, and improve that. Yeah, that's it. Well said, Prezi. Yeah, Prezi have some good ideas, but aside the rest of them, when I talk, when I go support this and support that, and then turn up later, and I agree with him. BW said, JD, the bad mind king. Yes, man, I'm turning out to be one of the biggest bad mind prophet. That's so helpful, because everything you know about in life here, I am involved in a good way. It makes no logical sense. Yes, JD, you say that. I remember when you said it. Yeah, but they said I was bad-minded, Yes, because they're just not used to things to evolve themselves. Anything that people will say to them, it's either a bad mind. And if they are not going to check it and see if what you're saying makes sense. And that's why when Prezi said to me, it looks like somebody never listened to the other question. But that is exactly how they act with just normal life. They don't listen to you because they're not going to build off that, because you listen to the next person is like your teeth in his information. But no, you can build off the information to become a better person, because it's called growth. You understand me? But it needs to improve, but it's a good start. We take it as a good start. we're gonna get more opportunities in terms of the Gold Cup. So once that time comes around, I will be present because that is merely football thing. That's why I wanted this to this I wanted this to just move from the side of the list here, like the whisper and the drama and them stuff there, the list. I wanted to move from that now so we can concentrate on what happened on the football field, and then I can actually go in and feel more comfortable because now we don't have to talk about it in the list. If I go there, I'm going to ask questions that maybe person would say, yeah, maybe I'm not 100% as yet,
If I do anything, the question was no. Well, Kevin, no, I never said there was nothing wrong about respect with the question, Kevin, and I nothing to do with respect. I'm just saying, JT quote in the beginning, he said the coach is really big on facts. So pretty much he was saying, all right, since the coach always speaking about statistics, he is gonna ask a question about his own statistics from previous campaign, or whatever the case is. Since we have said that's what it is, I'm gonna make a question about previous campaign. But at the end of the day, based on what Marlon said as well, his statistic was also flawed. So if you're gonna ask a question which you're talking about numbers, no, nothing is subjective, everything is objective based on your question, then the information is supposed to be factual at that point in time. Because if you add 1 + 1, it equal 2. If that's the premise of your question.
Julie, I think all of you guys missed what Prezi is saying. Prezi is not talking about J Taylor. He's only using J Taylor as a reference because he was trying to say that we get an opportunity as vloggers, and we should make a community to go there and make a representation of ourselves to improve ourselves. If you never heard what the man said, I want to come here and attack. You see, me tell you so, I want to comprehend things. Me, I listen to the guy as well as you. So why me can't get what he's saying and none of understand? Uno just talk about J Taylor. People wanna listen. Oh, you know what? Me just do 2 and done, because me give up. Me actually give up. These people are just listening to mix up, because obviously them clip it and go give J Taylor now, So I just see them clip piece and go give people and then cause unnecessary problem. Listen good. Nobody never talk about actual J Taylor. The man was talk about because the man talk about questions asked because of questions. Listen good. Prince Kavan, the man never talk about that. The man here talk about a wider picture. It's not about J Taylor and the question. It's about a wider picture. Please, just listen. I make a move on. Oh my God, man, I love war, man. Alex do DD and not
Really,
get
what
a
I'm
question.
asking in the last 20 games, how many goals are Jamaica concede from set piece?
In the last 20 games?
Right? That's the question I'm asking. I said it to him. I said that's what I said to him. I said set pieces are corner when a ball is dead. The ball is dead and the play. Set piece, corners, free kick, penalty. Those are the set piece, right? Free kick, indirect and direct free kick. Those are set pieces, not crosses. He's mixing up crosses. We wanted to say crosses, but he mixed up with set piece. That may get from
are pretty much you wanted to talk about aerial problems that we had over the years, then. So put it as aerial problems. So crosses, corners, anything that we have to concentrate on the aerial side.
Really? If you see
yeah.
Jamaica has it's not like before you used to go Mexico before Mexico square the balls in as a corner come in, it was a goal or anything like that. Right? 2-1 game against Mexico, there was no set piece scored on Jamaica. Right? We lost to USA in the World Cup qualifier, no set piece. Against Canada, no set piece scored on them. Right? Zaveda scored ahead against El Salvador. Right? Costa Rica didn't score a set piece on them. Panama didn't score in it. So that's why I said it to him on the show. I said, you're wrong about the set piece.
All right. So what go on now,
Me not gonna follow
Prezi?
stuff to
I'm
me.
not.
Me I tell you what the goal them score.
Yeah, but Marlon, them people not gonna understand what you say. They might just think say a fight against Jay Taylor and Prezi a fight against Jay Taylor. You're nothing else than fight against. If you talk on nothing, you fight against. See Alex come here and he want paint a picture say me eat whisper in the team. Him just make up feel mind I'm come for paint a picture. So I saw them people actually talk. They don't really have an objective mindset. So let me move on from that. Whatever ask in a press conference, when we go there, we just ask our questions and just move on. And right now, I'm gonna just take out the clip out of my part alone and just move on.
Really?
Yeah.
Question, Jody. When Craig Butler came on the platform, which platform he came on first and mentioned Whisper? Right?
Mm-hmm.
He came here.
Here.
I was telling him
Yes.
that I know that he's net rich video, right? But I've seen him play in courts. I've seen a lot of him, and he said he was telling that he's a beast and he's a man, so he's gonna be one. So you're one of the first person I like Whisper. Right?
Yeah, but
since morning people start jump up and say Whisper.
But honestly, JD, did you really want Whisper in the team? Julie, I said I never had a problem. I said that 4 times. The problem is people never listen to what I'm saying. I am advocating for other people to make the team because of what they had done. But I never I said if he picks him, I have no problem. But I'm gonna give you who I think had a better season and a player by what his metrics that he gave out would have been suited for it. So that's why I picked my team based on that. So you can't fight me for what I am putting out. Advocate says, JD don't want Whisper in the team. All right. So Marlon, what you said, it's here first they came, right? It's here first they came. Richie came here. And then Mr. Butler came more after. That's why I'm surprised when he talked about the little boy, the little JD. I am like 6 foot odd. And Butler is like 2 foot. You get me? I have a bigger platform 4 times over Butler. And I am pretty much okay in life. So you can call me the little man. Nothing compared to me about you. You know, nothing is little, so I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, so these guys are just deluded because I might have given him his biggest clout on YouTube, as what I wrote over Jay Taylor. So President, these guys just love war. They because they just love war. You know, they just love war. Tycoon, but Tycoon you never listen. People name vloggers to who ask a question as what JT asked. But it was just Prezi, please. When you come back on, please don't go.
I put out the disclaimer, but JD, I put out the disclaimer prior to saying what I said, and I said, listen, what I'm about to say, it's not no disrespect to anyone, and this is not coming from JD. This is just me watching all of the press conferences, right? Mm-hmm. And I consistently have the same problems. You understand me with how we a lot of how the questions are articulated. You understand me? At the end of the day, you know, we're gonna try to get hold the coaches accountable, right? Mm-hmm. But look at this. So everyone wants. If you're on this platform, there's a reason why you said smash the like button. You understand me? There's a reason. So wouldn't you want to be in a situation now where the JFF have a press conference? And because of the question you asked, probably your question and the coach's response get picked up by a mainstream media, right? And then by getting picked up by a mainstream media, whether it's Sky Sport, BBC, or whatever, then people now gonna go on YouTube to find out who is JD. You understand me? So when you just to think about asking questions, you have to think about yourself as well and say, what is it that I want to do on YouTube? What is my goal? What is my end game? How can I reach there?
Prezi, don't even talk about that. Prezi, people might wonder if me your brother. That's what they're gonna say. You're trying to give people advice to improve themselves. These people don't hear nothing else other than your bad mind the next man them and him alone go ask a question. So why you here talk for? Why you never go ask a question? You understand? Even though you never had the link to ask a question, you know, they are not going to even investigate that because you're here, so they think that you had the question. So, anyways, your advocate here, 8 oh no say uno can't stop the kid. Right. So advocate, see, advocate is one of these mans that does make up story for look war. So advocate is one of the fake accounts. Let me take some comments, guys. Give me some comments. JD, you were saying we shouldn't be surprised if Jamalo not get picked. Turn out you're right. All right. So did you click the video that they far trucking, please? Because I'm glad that you brought it up. Big up Island part. Oh, man. A lot of sheep is here backside. They came out in numbers. Yeah, man. You know that. I am just not convinced about that midfield. Pinnock won't be available for the USA match. We ask if people are okay with him being in the team. Let me put it up back because true I never wanted to block out anyone's face. So I will put back the thing as soon as I'm done. And please, guys, yes, get the likes up to 200. At least you're enjoying the conversation because we're not leaving things unturned. All right? Yes. Yeah, man. Percy's talking sensible, but they're gonna say he's bad-minded. You know. Ralston Watson says, "Speed must be angry. King better than Pinnock." Okay, well, if Pinnock can't be available, you know, you better just know. You know who's gonna be there. Marlon. So yeah, let touch on that one. If Pinnock ain't available, would you replace him back with a centre back, or you would say go for a Phillips? No, you're putting the spot now, Marlon. So if Pinnock not available, who you will take, a Phillips or a King? So Marlon has straight up in face. So that is a tough question for Marlon. More your Marlon answered. Marlon, you're not here. Yeah, you're something, Marlon?
I think, all right, you have Latibeaudiere who can fit in as centre back, right? Yeah, man. No, I said Latibeaudiere. Yeah, Latibeaudiere can fit in as centre back. You know what I mean? Latibeaudiere can be a centre back. I think they need additional midfield. Right, so I'll go with Phillips, right?
No.
Right? I will take Phillips over him. Latibeaudiere can play the position there. You can use Bell as a left centre back as well.
I was expecting Prezi. So Prezi.
Phillips is more needed now in the midfield. There's no creativity going to be in the midfield apart from Daniel Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay, so Marlon said he will go for a midfielder and don't bring any other centre back and use one of the actual mans them that can play centre back. So would you agree with him? No King.
Wholeheartedly, I would agree with Marlon. My player that I would bring, and then me think about it, that what we're lacking in midfield is not the steal, it's the creativity. It's those player that's gonna release the centre forward or release the wingers and stuff. You understand me? So initially I was saying Hector, but Hector is like everybody else. He doesn't give you. I think if I'm looking at the list and there's no other really creative midfielder, but I would go along the line with Marlon. I said I would replace the defender with a midfielder.
Okay, all right, everyone going with that. Everybody knows Whisper is in the squad because of potential only. That's all. Trey Moon, that's coming from Trey Moon.
Hector didn't make himself available.
Okay, but saying Hector put up say cricket. But Marlon, Hector putting up. They said I have to check it. They said Hector putting up. Say I must cricket in play. So I guess Marlon, that's the next story again to add it to the list of the stories that we have.
I saw that comment and I actually wrote it down because I went to the
Be careful saying that confident, Marlon, because remember it happened the last time when man come out and say, brother, nobody never called my brother on the top the life of me, man. You know?
Yeah, I saw on the JFF IG where them post a squad. And somebody alluded to the fact that they believe that Hector should be in the team. And then Hector come on and comment and said, I must play cricket with a laughing emoji. So we don't know what that means.
Marlon, you doesn't even listen to me, you know. Oh no, disrespect me when I give you me exclusive 3 days ago, you know. All right. All right, so let me see. JD, you are an advocate of all Jamaican not pushing local ballers. Our friendship, you are a man. That okay, okay. JD, you bring your brother. No, I don't. I don't know Prezi. I met Prezi today, but I like how Prezi is articulative and he's direct and he's not free to speak his mind. So I wanted him to come back after the list dropped to prove to him that everything that I said is going to be correct, and everything is correct. So I am just saying what I have to say. So they said no king in the squad and nobody's okay. JD, how you feel about Amari'i Hutchinson dodging the cap? This brother, look at it now. Look how much money you hear upset. You hear them tell you one thing, and you hear players coming out and telling you that nothing never goes so. So why you still come with this dodging cap thing, Julie?
May I say this?
Go ahead, Marlon. You're a little bit delayed, Marlon. You're a little bit delayed, but go ahead. Marlon, we're not hearing you, Marlon.
See,
What I'm saying, and listen to me, and Jamaica, and I mean, I tell you this. On the name, if you stop come out, you see that 2 words in the name, capital, on the stop use it, right? Stop use it, right? There are 5, 7 young players at Chelsea, right? One of them was leave almost last week from the other same team. You know, the guy said to me, said, when they make up their mind to come to Jamaica, right? And they fly 9.5 hours, they don't have to do it. And they come here to represent Jamaica, where they do everything, right? They say they're in a country where because of their color, their skin color, they're not respected, and they want to come and play for our country where people are calling them reject and stuff. People do watch your streams on a bro. People watch you see, and that's why sometimes when I'm on program and I said person does bypass that or ease after that. Person don't understand. Right? And that's one of the things. This one of the things. The person said that people keep using the word capital, and it's like a trick, you want to trick somebody into do something.
Yes, right? But they're not listening to their own words, Marlon.
Person come out and say, guess what? We have a captain, okay? Right? If the guy didn't want to play for Jamaica, he want to come and play for the 2 Trinidad game.
So one second, Marlon. Marlon, 1 second. Guys, I've shared the link to the press conference. You can go over there and please drop a like on it, and then you can come back here. All right. So the press conference is running on the channel. But if you're interested in the press conference or you're missing the conversation, you go over there, get yourself educated on the matter, and then return back because it's running on this channel as well. So yeah. I will drop it again. So for persons that missed it, it's there. So everyone that asked for the press conference, that is the link for it. So you can just go there and do your thing. Yes, Marlon, continue. And then we are going to bring in Jamaican Gold Cup.
Even this morning, somebody said, "Boy, the players are English reject," right? Right. So. Listen to me. We just respect the players, right? They make their mind up to come. If they didn't want to come, they will come here. Because most of them coming to Jamaica, it doesn't really affect them, right? I have 9:35 minutes flight come across and waiting in airport. They could take it on their vacation time and do whatever they want to spend time with their family, right? The amount of players the young players that and person from different nationality, not only England, are in Jamaica now on vacation and doing what they can do. And when persons watch this platform and hear people calling them English reject and all kind of stuff, what you feel to them out?
Yeah, agreed. Let me bring in Jamaican Goon and then Jason, our media man, you know? No, that's on the way. The media man for the channel. The media man for The media man for the channel will come in after. All right. He said he missed the media meeting, so I don't know. I don't know. We have to fire Jason after hiring him today. Jamaican Guna, go ahead, and then Jason, the media man could come in. All right.
Media personnel.
Yes, the media press.
Thank you, Guna. Thank you.
So where's Jamaican Guna? Yeah, go ahead, Jason.
All right. So yeah, looking at the squad, it's pretty close to what I had in my mind. The only changes I really had was Jamal Lowe being there instead of Corey Burke. And
I don't know.
We're hearing now, but Jason already started, so just wait until Jason finish because you skip your turn. You skip your turn.
Skip me. All right, boss.
No. I never did. It. It was just your internet.
You go away for a second. Well, yeah. So
Come on, go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. So Jamal Lowe for Burke, and I would have had Greg Lee instead of Taxi. But other than that, I had the same list. I always thought that he was going to take Whisper to the Gold Cup. I just had a feeling that, and he explained himself in the press conference, he just thinks that he sees qualities in the kid that are very unusual for someone of that age, and he just wants to test him. So, I thought he would get into the 23. I was present at the press conference and I was called upon, but I did not know that I had to unmute myself. So I asked a brilliant question that only myself heard and no one else will get to ever hear. But I really was upset because I think when you listen to the press conference, the quality of the questions from some of the new media leaves a lot to be desired. And I just wanted to give an account from a new media member of something that I thought was a question that the coach wouldn't laugh at and actually take his time and answer. And so that is the most upsetting part to me. I hope that they don't close the space to the new media because I think they have a place. But I really encourage the new media members to do a little bit more time and care and research and don't regurgitate questions or ask questions that the coach cannot answer or anything like that. So that's all I will say to anybody listening out there that is present at these press conferences. Please just take a little more time, crafting your question, because I think the more we get out of the coach is only going to come from the quality of the question. All right. So that's all I will say on that.
All right. Respect and thanks for that. Jamaican Guna, get in, big boss. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm there, man. Big up, as I said, big up everybody on the panel, you know what I mean? All I man, them, man. The people them in the night chat and thing, you see me? But first comment though about the whole situation is no media, man. Seeing? You guys get that one there, you.
Yes, I made a honest mistake. You understand me? I made a honest mistake, you know? So Jamaica Guna, we only have 2 hours, we only have 2 hours,
You know, you want to move fast, but that one there, man.
So, continue try.
Anyway, I'm satisfied with the squad still. Based on what I did say, there's what I know that I was looking at the two matches them and the squad that was brought there, and I was thinking that these are the players that have the question marks over their head, in which the coach is bringing in some players to look at. And once I saw some people not being invited to that camp, then I knew that they were out. My player that I would have liked in the squad would have been Wes Harding. I think he had a good season. Sad that he isn't in the squad. I also would have been okay with a recall for Hector. That didn't happen either. When I saw the Austria camp, I knew that he was out. So basically what the coach had done is that he knew the kind of players that he wanted, who was going to be score players, maybe about 15 or so players. And then he wanted to have a look at maybe like 10 more other players that he would have put our question mark over, like example, Karim Paris, Whisper, some other players that he might have a little question mark over them. When I never say Ravel got Austria, I kind of afraid because Ravel didn't play a lot of football this year. And it would have been good for him to go to that camp, to get back into the motions. But when we see him at the other camp, then I know, so, oh, damn. You know, say him not going to make the squad. Because he was in my initial squad. But when I saw him not going to Austria, I'm not going to Austria as part of that team, and then I say, oh, damn, and he's not going to be there. You know? So if you look at it previously, as I said, we could have agreed on maybe, let's say, 15 players. All of us could agree, maybe let's say 10 to 15 players. We say, yeah, man, them man I got there. We can realize Rupert I got there, Blake I got there, you know, them man there. We know some them man there got there. Low, we know some them man there got there, Daniel Johnson, so on and so forth. But we were, you know, there were some players who were whatever. We know some Lembikisa would make the side too. So I'm okay with the squad. You know, if I was to grade the squad out of 10, I would have probably give it in terms of what I would expect and what the best, in terms of 10 being the best that we could put out and 0 being the worst. I would think that this squad is rated probably about a 7.5 or an 8 in terms of what, because I think Jamal Lowe is a big miss because we need goals, bro. And I thought we have brought more firepower, and I'm not particularly jumping over the moon with the midfield because the creativity in the midfield kind of looks shaky. You know, so Lati is a CDM. When they brought as Lambert, the deeper line players. And I guess Lambert maybe can cover at centre back as well. I think he's better there though. I would rather him be called up as a centre back than as a midfielder. I don't think over the passing range be a midfielder effectively. But his tackling is good. So I'm okay with him being there. And I'm also okay with the coach opting not to bring any JPL players. But if there was an exception to be made, I think Phillips would have been the exception because I think he brings something to the Jamaica squad that we do not have. So if I was going to make an exception, I was going to bring in somebody into the squad from the JPL, any at all, it would have been him. I think I mentioned this to you already as well on this platform, where I said that he's a person who I think we do not have that kind of player in our player pool. We now have a bustling terrier type midfielder where snip at the heels of the players, of the opponent. We don't have that. We don't. If you look in the squad right now, we don't have that. We have some big man we can tackle and whatever, but we don't have that kind of terrier player like the N'Golo Kante there, or you know, them kind of players that will nip at the heels of midfielders. We don't have that in our squad. I guess Jamaica factory we used to make them players they broke down. But because the last player I can remember we having similar to that, it would have been like a Fitzroy Sims now and them man there. So we don't have them players anymore. So it'll be good to have him in our squad. But I'm okay with no JPL players being there. Congrats to Rispa Richards for making his first international tournament, and congrats to Demarai Gray. And welcome to the Reggae Boyz team. You see it?
All right. That's well said, Big Boss. So Jason, you want to add anything more? At least for now?
No, I think pretty much I just wanted to touch on the ones that I think he did mention Wes Harding, who I kind of forgot, but I had a feeling just based on him not being in the Austria team, he wouldn't have a chance. But I was hopeful still that Jamal Lowe just needed personal reasons for the Austria tour like the rest of them. But it sounds like his personal reasons extend to the Gold Cup. Now, certain things that the coach says, you know, I'm trying my best to just take his word for it. But the investigator in me is going to do some more digging as far as that one is concerned, because I don't know what kind of personal reason could have caused somebody to need 2 whole months off. So I don't know how I feel about that particular one, but I don't want to cause controversy. So I will reserve what I have to say until I do some more investigation. And anyone asking about the question in the press conference, I know I had one job, but I was under the impression that the host of the actual meeting would unmute you when you were called upon. And I did not have my device to unmute myself. So you live and you learn. But yeah, I'm very upset because I had a damn good question.
Jason, you try to say I drop asleep, though.
Well, that I could see why they would say that, because some of those questions would cause you to fall asleep.
Yeah, so I said Jason Gouda. Jason Gouda, I say what I Jason there.
Man. When him call my name, man, me start talk and say one bag of things and my question, and by the time I done, Mayor Simon say, "Oh, he seems to be having some trouble, so we'll have to move on." I say, "What? You couldn't believe it, brother."
I start Simon my channel. No himself, man. Me and him later.
Yeah, man, because when he asked me which organization, the big bad Imaxit mega drop,
But him know already, so why am I be but you see me, I style him style way. Alright, now himself, I'm gonna get it.
He said Jason good, I go out, but me don't hit no
No,
for
man,
Jason.
him call for me, man. Him call for me.
He
So
call
me
for
no
them.
respect that. But me drop the ball, people, because me never know say me have to unmute myself. Me swear
So
to
we
God,
have to
play
fire
top
Jason
post.
then. Of Jason we have to fire. Because somebody
No,
have to get it too.
well, if you want
JD, man,
fire
is
me,
getting job this morning.
if you want fire me
Technology
before you leave it.
101. Technology 101. Jason feel like last day.
Eh?
Jason,
The man back to the one that working.
So hold on,
Jason,
the whole
Jason,
yes, a coach. You know why I hear my question or what?
yeah, man, go through over here.
of course you want to hear
Alright,
Christian. We know
Yeah, man, you
so
couldn't ask
basically,
it on the press conference. I asked it
no,
somewhere.
me I go ask it somewhere. So right there, so me I ask it. So basically, me say, coach, you mentioned that we had trouble in the defensive phase, especially when the other team is transitioning from on a counter attack. My question to you is this something that is happening due to individual errors on the pitch, or is this something that we just need to work on tactically to shore up our defensive shape when the other team counter-attacks us? That was my question that I was going to ask him. So, football related, nothing to do with drama, watching the game and analyzing and asking something that I think we need to improve on. Because if you look at our
That's a brilliant question.
Yeah,
Which
that's a
goes
great
well,
question.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I didn't want to just toot my horn and not let you hear the question. I want you
Yeah,
to
that's a good
actually hear it,
question, sir.
say that it
Brilliant.
was good. But
Yeah, man.
my
Them the
thing
type
is,
of question me I talk about.
yeah, and I think that the guys need to understand, like, we can, go back and forth on these streams about players and if they're committed and all this stuff. But I don't think that a press conference is the place for that, because at the end of the day, the coach is not going to be able to answer anything and still keep a job, in my mind. If he's really brutally honest about what's going on behind the scenes, I don't think that's the place for it, personally. So I think we should ask more football-related questions. That's the whole reason for the press conference. So hopefully we can gear the questions more towards the actual football, the tactics, things that we see that we can improve upon. Because I think too many times the press conference get bogged down in, why this player not here? Or, and I don't know if the coach can really answer those questions to the public like that. So, we need to be mindful of those things when we're asking the questions, I think, personally.
So Jason, having said that, JD, are you gonna be responsible for doing what them call it, the workshop? Cause you can't use StreamYard under the workshop. A workshop is necessary, so but
boy, Jason a professional. Jason a professional, so we're gonna have to consider for raising pay, and we can get all the equipment when we meet, all the
Yeah,
highest.
if you're planning on having a workshop, I can definitely be one of the instructors if needs be.
So we want to leave to instructor when they never even get to the talk. You never do the job. This man want upgrade and never do the job. Yo, why me give up? But people are just them run the show, yeah, man. I can't say nothing to them.
So football global, and me back.
Okay.
I champion that man. I don't back that man. That's a champion. I celebrate. I champion that.
Respect, president. I like that.
All right. So Brendan said Jason had one job. Okay, so Brendan, how about Jason? Jason, boy, I have to deal with Brendan. Bridget said, why are trying big? Okay, no, advocate is just advocate. Just leave him alone. Because we are past the questions and we past the comments and we're now add the value. We take Prezi word from it. Justin, okay, I'm prepared. You're not going to get any other than okay. All right. So people give Jason advice. All right. All right, so yeah, man. So let me start chop it up straight now. K says the media personnel need to improve on the questions they ask in the press conference / forum, especially the new media. Yes, but you name Case, Case. You are a bad example, because you always bun me out, bun out the people when you're them a friend. You ever tell your friend them too as well. So we do the best. You need to make sure you become the leader of the community and give us advices, because they might not say you are bad-minded. They might say you are okay. You give the advices to everybody, and then they will do better. Maybe you could become.
I was trying, Case. I was trying. I'm just a dunce, and I didn't unmute my mic.
Yes, yes. So now you're telling him say him need to become the head organizer so of the new media, you know, since case of all answers. Yes. Jamal Lowe going through a phase either to remain at Bournemouth or change club. Coach Teddy Bear, Coach Teddy Bear. Oh my God, he's Coach Teddy Bear. We kind of know things before even the time, so we are not going to get into that because you don't want to put something out there and the players them come out and say nothing no go so. Because believe me, you will see more players come out and say nothing no go so when a fan asks them. Because what they do is wait on a fan to ask them, then they reply. You understand me? They are so they can say someone asked them something and they are just being honest. You get me? So yeah, man, that's okay. So let me hear what the man them feel now. The first look at this because instant as a squad drop, you know, as a squad drop, guys. Tactical link me same time. Oh JD, damn, you guys have a good squad. You know, so tactical get excited like, oh God, we might lose. We might actually lose. So how you guys feeling? I have never played. How you guys feeling? Because Americans are really worried, you know. Americans are really worried. So what let me hear what Marlon have to say. Jamaican Guna Prezi, Jason, how you feeling now?
I think 65% Bailey and Demarai, because they're not gonna be 100%, right? I think we have the attackers. Can they function as a team? We have to wait and see. I think US will probably outfight us in the midfield. I think their defense is gonna be suspect as well, or else can be as well. If you look at the defense this morning, I think Lowe will come back in. Big possibility below Amari'i Bell starting for that first game. I said Pinnock is gonna be a very big miss because you're basically looking for from chemistry between Pinnock and Lowe and Bell there, right? Right back is still nobody has played that right back position as yet. So, but it's gonna be a very interesting game because I said US are gonna assemble. I think they're assembling today or tomorrow. I think they're in camp tomorrow. So but at the same time, and we have to always remember this: America have one thing that they have over everybody, a word called pride. So it doesn't matter who they put out there. They're all going to play out there on the 17 team. They're gonna go represent America, and that's what they have. They play with their heart. Right? We start in the World Cup. Holland was a better team than them, but they fight Holland to the end. So we can say we have better players with names, definitely. But we all know that we're still not functioning as a team. So all I'm saying, we cannot lose the first game. Either draw or win. We lose our first game, and Trinidad whoever either St. Kitts or French Guiana get a win. We put ourselves down the road. So we need a positive result for the first game to start off. But we cannot lose that game.
Okay. All right. So Prezi, what say you?
No.
Yeah, go ahead. And then I'm gonna read Frankie comment right after.
Yeah, man. I definitely share Marlon's sentiment that the first game is extremely important. You understand me? Even if them draw the game, that's still a good result in my mind. You understand me? So the Mafia start out good, and actually by even drawing that game, they start put a relatively inexperienced US team under pressure. You understand me? Because the public, just like Marlon said, you know, the general public would expect that the US to show up. And in Chicago, they're going to have a big support. They're supposed to show up and win. And if them fail to beat Jamaica, yes, they expect that they're going to push through the group. You understand me? But that's also going to put some pressure on the US. And if Jamaica end up lose that match, the same is true. You understand me? Because everybody are going to start screaming about, you know, what the coach is supposed to do and what's supposed to happen to the coach. So I think getting at least a draw against the United States would be great if we could win it. I think they can win it if the coach can use the next couple of days and, you know, stamp him authority and him philosophy on the team. You understand me? I think they can win the game, but they definitely, at a minimum, need to draw this game.
All right. Jamaican Guna, what say you? The Americans are slightly inferior, but let me start with Case. And it says, why are Americans worried? Since they have won this tournament with their second string team already, our midfield and centre back for us is a challenge. But if you honestly look at our squad should be favorites over that squad from in which they named, to be honest. So
Yeah.
I think we should be worried because remember we saw Mikel Antonio alone score goals. You get me? And we have players that Bobby Reed alone score goals. If could be available, him alone save games on his own. So we have individual that are worldly talented. So I think on paper you have to have some worry of somewhat, even though we knew that they won it before. But this is a way stronger team than the one that we listed the last time in the Gold Cup. So I think the answer to that is we have a better squad than what we had in the previous Gold Cup. So that's why they should be fearing the Jamaica team. Yeah, go ahead, Jamaica.
Yeah, I agree with you, JD. Wholeheartedly. I think they have many reasons to fear us. I think. All right. So what you can do is you can listen to like the people them on YouTube, other people who are US content creators, and you will hear the narrative. The basic narrative is they're coming into this first match very fearful of Jamaica. Number one, they have been operating with a assistant of an assistant coach, right? They're coming into this with a very MLS heavy squad, a lot of inexperience there, a lot of old players there who have basically lost a step or two. Them have a centre back where I think all players can get at if he starts. So they're not sending their best squad. Their firepower as well is greatly diminished from what it was even last year, even the last World Cup, Gold Cup, sorry. So I think this is out of any time in recent history. I think this is a time when we can book USA on them head side. If we're gonna do it, this is the time to do it when they're kind of in a little bit of disarray as it relates to their coaching situation. Berhalter just get back the appointment.
But Jamaica, you have to add that you're talking about the Gold Cup squad because
the Gold Cup squad, man.
Their main squad, they don't need a coach, and I'm almost believe.
No, we're not talking about, as I said, because earlier I got a misunderstanding. I'm talking specifically about this MLS heavy US Gold Cup squad, right? Not the one who win the Nations League a while ago.
Yes.
If them we are player, we need to run up and down. I understand because them and the man them are if anybody see the match last night, then we understand what we're talking about. We'll go watch the match there and see USA first team. So this is their B side, their MLS heavy side, and some players who are playing in Europe who get benched and whatever. So I think if there's ever gonna be a time that we're gonna beat the US and look, we're coming to this competition with a lot of players who have Gold Cup experience and have international experience, right? We have Rupert, we have Antonio, we have Demarai Gray, we have Bailey who have Gold Cup experience, we have Daniel Johnson who have Gold Cup experience, we have Kemar Lawrence who have Gold Cup experience. So we're coming into this specific challenge versus the USA. In my opinion, we're coming in as a stronger team, as a stronger side in terms of players that are available. If we gel together, I think we can boop US on them head side this time around. But if we do not, which is always a problem with Jamaica, the fact is that we always have some good players, but we don't seem to put it together when we reach where we're supposed to get to work now and put it together right way. So hopefully we can get it together this time around. I have seen things that the coach is doing, and I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, to be honest with you. So I am thinking that the coach is making some very, very sensible decisions, and he's doing it in a way which it not to be loud and rah. Him just deal with it, coming into this. You can see what he's doing. You can see tweaks during the game. During the game yesterday, today I saw him switch from a 4-3 to 4-2-3-1 to a 4-2-2 at one point. to like a 4-3-3 at one point where him have one deeper player. So he move it around and he's trying to get these players to play a specific way. And another thing that I have to say is encouraging as well is that he's trying to get the players them to play some football. He's trying to get the players them to play out of the press as opposed to woof the ball in 17,000 miles in the sky. So, you know, with that coming into this specific game, I'm pretty confident. However, here's a problem with Jamaica have. We have a problem with putting the ball in the back of the net, brother. We have a problem with goals. So that's my problem. I don't see many goals coming from our midfield. The only, you know, so we have to get the wingers them involved. Demarai is a great addition. Hopefully Bailey can step up and him and Demarai and the two wings them and Antonio down the middle and one of them Daniel Johnson playing at the 10, which he can find a pass. Hopefully with that 4 players up front, we can cause some problems to the US. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right, fair enough. Jason, what say you? First match in and yes, SKS, we know that we don't have Pinnock for the first game. We know that for the first game, but it's not confirmed that we're gonna lose him for the entire tournament. All right, that's why they're keeping it open. Yeah, Jason, go ahead.
Yeah, so first game against USA, obviously they're gonna probably be the toughest opponent we face in the group. So you would want to start out the group well. I have to agree with Prezi. I would love if at worst we draw the game. But I think the coach will be wanting 3 points. And that would basically be based on, you know, the makeup of their squad. I know that, you know, they typically take MLS teams to the Gold Cup and they do very well. But I do think even this version of the MLS team is a little bit inexperienced this time around. I think they had a few more seasoned campaigners in some of the previous times that they have come to the Gold Cup with this type of squad. So I think that augurs well for Jamaica in that sense. But I think the main problem, which is always our problem, is, you know, was the preparation enough? You know, some of the guys obviously had this time 6, 7, 8 days in Austria, but the bulk of the senior players will be joining up with us in I guess that would be tomorrow. So hopefully they'll have the 21st, 22nd, 23rd to kind of go through their paces and figure out what the coach wants to do. So hopefully he can cram the information into those 3 days. He did mention that since these players are a bit more senior, they might be able to get the information a bit faster than some of the other guys. So I'm hoping that he's right in that sense. And, you know, the lack of time with the players, you know, being condensed into those 3 days isn't a big deal or a big, you know, it's not hard for us to overcome. But I think, again, on paper, I know the game is not played on paper. You know, Jamaica should be looking at this game and saying, okay, we have the chance to get the 3 points, or as Guna say, coof them, right? So, look, going into the game, I think a lot of it will hinge on the health of Damian Lowe, because if we're down Pinnock already, you know, I would want Damian Lowe to be starting the game. He'll be playing against opponents that he's used to in the MLS. And he typically gives a good account of himself in the Gold Cup, if we're being honest. So, you know, Pinnock not being there is a big loss, but the coach did say that he just knows for sure that he won't meet up with them on the 20th. So, you know, if all goes well with his wife, he could meet up before the first game still. But, you know, I don't want to, you know, be banking on that. But, you know, I'm not going to say he won't be there for the first game for sure. But I think if Pinnock and Lowe are out, then it becomes a little tricky, because that basically means that you'd be giving a debut to, you know, a Deshaun Bernard in the Gold Cup against the USA, which, I mean, I think he could handle it, but I don't think it would be ideal for his first game. So, or his first, like, competitive game. But with that being said, I think with the attacking options coming in, I think the goal scoring issues should be fixed somewhat. I think some of those opportunities that we created in these 2 games, you know, a more informed Shamar or, you know, Mikel Antonio, Demarai getting some of those chances, maybe we have a goal. So, you know, I think I was thinking at first that I was kind of happy that we're playing USA first, but really and truly, I kind of agree with JD now, where it might have been better if we got to play USA in the last game of the group or something like that and kind of work our way to the USA. But, you know, it is what it is, and the guys just going to have to be ready for that kickoff on the 24th. But I do think that this version of the USA can be gotten. I do think that the coach, the whole BJ being the coach thing, we can kind of play that down a bit. based on how he performed with the 2 games in the Nations League. I thought USA played 2 of the best games of football I've seen them play in the last 5 to 10 years in both of those games. So clearly, DJ, has a decent system and the players know it. He was an assistant of Berhalter, so there is some continuity there. So I don't think it's as big of a deal. He kind of knows the players already, and by all accounts, the players really like him. So I don't think that the coach will be a big issue for them, but I do think that the fact that those players haven't been with him for the last couple of weeks might mean that they might not be at their best in the first game. So that could be a benefit to us. But I think my prediction will basically hinge on who makes it, if Lowe is fit for the day, because I think not having Pinnock and Lowe would be not so good for us. But we will wait and see on that.
All right. Thanks very much. Winston says, "Oh, on God's earth, can we beat US when we want? We can't beat Jordan because we have different players." Winston. So the added players that we listed now, let me go back over it just for you to get it. Then I can come back to the screen. All right. So these are the players that we have available. Let me take a comment off for a minute. We have the senior squad: Andre Blake, Jamali Waite, Connor Boyce Clark, Amari'i Bell, Ethan Pinnock, Deshaun Bernard, Adrian Mariappa, Dexter Lembikisa, Damian Lowe, Javane Brown, Kemar Lawrence, Kevin Lambert, John Russell, Latibeaudiere, Bobby Reed, Daniel Johnson, Kaheem Paris, Mikel Antonio, Shamar Nicholson, Leon Bailey, Corey Burke, Dujuan Richards, and Demarai Gray. So Demarai Gray, Mikel Antonio, Leon Bailey, Bobby Reed, Ethan Pinnock, a possible Damian Lowe, adding Kemar Lawrence, and adding to the squad. That's a lot of other players that could change a result. A lot of players. So that's what we're banking on right there, Mr. Winston. So that, if you missed it, that's what we're banking on. Big up yourself, Martin. Guys, if you just come in, please do get the likes over 200. Just around 50 more to go, and we have achieved that. All right? Yeah, man. So let me go through the rest. JD, is this the Demarai? Go ahead, Marlon. Go ahead.
Yeah, but if you're looking at the USA team, I think at the back they are comfortable. The 3 centre backs, Miles Robinson, Matt Miaza, Aaron Lang. But I think Miles Robinson is a better centre back both of them. But these are Lang and Miaza are 2 players, 6'4", 6'5". So I think they're gonna be strong in defense. Yedlin might be the captain. Right back is good. I think left side we can have them. I think Jones and what's his name? Scolina. Sola.
Mm-hmm.
Play 2 games and 1 game. Not even a full game. 2 half of game. In the midfield.
Is Jalen Neal and the one Jones?
No, man. Neal is a centre back. He's a centre back. He's a 19-year-old. But
so
I think in the midfield.
in the Gold Cup squad. Scally is in the Gold Cup.
Yeah, man. Scally is a left back. Yeah. No, man. Not Scally from Bremen. It's right back is who again? Right back is Yedlin. Who else is there for? But
I'm trying to remember the second right back because I'm pretty sure Yedlin will start and probably captain the team.
Yeah, man.
And
Yedlin
also,
gonna captain.
another thing, Marlon, that I just heard you mention Miles Robinson. Keep in mind that he did not play last night because of an injury, so I don't know if he'll be fit for the first game against us.
And the Suns is here. And the funniest thing, Suns hasn't played since the last Gold Cup. Surprising. And he was one of the better players for US in the Gold Cup when they played about 3.
Yeah, he went to Rangers and didn't quite work out, so he's back in the MLS now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think he might end up be the CDM or if probably they play about 3 in the tournament to really steal up the defense. But the midfield, as I said, for MLS, they are quality. Morris Mihailovic is now at Akmar, hasn't gone well for him there. Busio has fallen off a lot over the past 2 years. Not the Busio we see, the flashy Busio that was playing for KC that we saw in the last World Cup. So I think Roden still holds his own. I think he might be the senior midfielder there. Ferreira, striker, and Vasquez. I don't see nothing special about Vasquez. Apart from he's young and he's big. So I think the striking position, Jordan Morris is still here again. I think he's another player who plays with his heart, can hurt you as well. As we all know, he was the one that broke Jamaican hearts in that Gold Cup final. Came up and scored that goal. So, but as I said, still they're there for the taking.
And just to clear up some comments about Greg, the US Federation came out and said that he won't take the team over until after the Gold Cup. So it will be BJ coaching them in the Gold Cup.
I
Okay, that's all right.
He's after. Yeah, I realize that. But Jason,
Okay.
I think if he was gonna be the coach, he could be a big factor for them. But I think he will have some communication with the coaching staff as well, going into this Gold Cup.
Yeah, I think he'll be present at all the games and be in contact with the coach and everything. But as far as on the actual bench, it will be him on the bench and not Greg.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'm just chipping in. Yeah, no problem. Let me just get Rolando Henry says, is this Demarai Gray's first call up? Yes, that is his first call up. And let me make sure because the comments running. JD, I ask on JLo, but no reply yet. Okay, no problem. Well, ask him. They will respond. Question to the panel: are we favorites? Favorites against USA? If so, a win is a must on the first match, right? Imaxit football. It's to everybody, but Prezi, pose this question because he knows what he's doing in his house.
If so, a win is a must in the first match, right? Just remember, like, who has the home court advantage?
United States.
Exactly. So that in itself should make US the favorite in this game, right? Because the 12 man, and them have the 12 man.
Yes,
because
but
they have 10 people in that stadium, 9.5 are Americans.
Yeah, but remember, you have to do the favorites on a percentage basis because the favorites don't just solely go down to who has the most fans. What about your ability and the actual football? So you have to factor that in as well.
So you see, sometimes we have some conversation, and then when we have a question, then we try to make the answers fit the question and the question only. But at the end of the day, we have to go back to what we've been saying collectively. You know, Jamaica is a team with talented individual that currently right now is missing the ingredients to play collectively. Right. We also understand that the United States have a group of MLS players, but I think even though it's an MLS team, I think there's a possibility that you might have a more collective group with the United States than we'll have with the Jamaica at the first game. I believe and expect the two teams to start out somewhat shaky, and it's a team that find the ground as the match progress and grow into the game as the game go on, that will come out on top. But I don't see where I would say Jamaica is favored even with the squad that we have, because even during the last World Cup cycle, we had a really good team and good group of players on paper, but we never had a team.
All right, and then we have Kali says, JD, how do we solve a good one as well, Percy? Good one as well. But all I'm saying, just as though you're factoring those things, because I'm not gonna leave off it because they made a very good point. All of that what we just said, remember that USA have to put a team together as well, They are not as cohesive as what you think, They're gonna have similar problems. The only difference is you could say that all of them in their land and all of them kind of in the MLS. So the level of football kind of unique. It's not like Jamaica that has English Premier League, Championship, Prem 2, then MLS. So everyone kind of working off a different reaction timing. So you don't even know if everyone will fit because they don't even have games to fit together. So I understand, but I still think you have a metric here to calculate it, but I just don't have it in the night to get that for you. Yes.
JD.
Yes, Bossy.
Yeah, well, I think that the USA have a system, and regardless of what coach comes in, it might tweak a little bit here and there, but in terms of personnel, but I think the US have a system of play. So even with MLS players, generally they have the US team have a specific system which even when the quality of the players might drop, the system remains the same. So that is something that we must be aware of as well going into this game. Even though individually I think we have a better team, they have home advantage. That is one, and they already have a system of play that they all them built into. So change out the personnel, the system remains. The only way I can beat them is if you can beat them pandid here because they have better quality players over them. You know what I mean?
And plus, MLS, sorry, JD, MLS also mean that since it's MLS heavy, all these teams are watching videos of their opposition, which is now their teammates, week in, week out. So I'm pretty sure they have an idea of how every one of them play, what you can expect from these players. And as he said, you understand me, all you're going to do is take them, put them in the system, and the system will work.
Okay, all right. Right. Sinclair said, "How do we solve the midfield with this team?" The midfield, we have two defensive central. We have a box to box midfielder, and we have Daniel Johnson that can be deployed as a box to box. So we have two defensive midfielder and two box to box player and two cams because Bobby Reed can play cam as well. Yes, so we I think we have, the midfield is not as bad as what people thinks. The next midfield is not as bad as what people think, because we have two of everything going in this time,
Yeah, but do you think we have a creativity in there, JD? Because I think when we're away from Daniel Johnson, we don't have a creative.
Yeah, Daniel Johnson is the creative one in the team. Yes.
Yeah, but who else?
And Demarai Gray can play cam as well, We act like Demarai Gray no play. Demarai Gray play cam for your own.
Yeah, but a different kind. Remember, says you have different kind of attacking midfielders. You have attacking midfielders where it's based on their playmaking, and you have attacking midfielders which is based on their arrival and the box for score goals. So you have a different variety. Some is about flair and pulling players to them. So it's all about them. They have different styles of him. And Daniel Johnson is a different style. But I mean, Demarai Gray can play that. But I personally would want to see Demarai on one wing. And if you're an opposing team and you look on one wing and see Demarai Gray and look on the next wing and you see Bailey. And you look straight near your eyeball and you see one tractor running at you with a Jamaican. Bro, it don't look good for the American team, so they have 100% reason to be fearful of that side.
Yeah, but Jamaica Kuna, I think we have enough cams, we have enough CDMs, and we have enough box to box in the team. Everyone, and so even if we get one injured, we still have an next player there to fit in. I think this squad is in midfield. We are complaining about it. We actually have the people that will do roles. All of them are good players because Bobby Reed, he can do any role. You realize he's great. I saw this man played creative in the Premier League from wing back. From wing back, I saw the man dominate a game. Bobby Reed from wing back. I'm here watching.
JD, you see the game where the ball play 3 positions in a one game.
And then him go into the game as a
3 or 4 positions in one game. Yeah, him started as a wing back. Then they put on a wing. He started as a wing back. Then they put on them change formation and then put on one right back. And then move him to the right wing. And then by the game again, another change make again. Bobby Reed, the man take out Bobby Reed, the man move Bobby Reed from right wing to play a support striker, brother.
Yes.
In a one game,
And then he ended the game as the lone striker as well. So I think we're not looking at the ability of the players and what the coach did. So seeing the coach move Latibeaudiere to midfield, it shows me that he doesn't really care what letters you have behind the name. If you're a left back or right back, it's just about you have that ability. All right, and we are having you as that type of players. You get me? And just put you in, plug and play in those positions. So I think you will see a lot of these ways where you see Latibeaudiere playing as a defensive central. You see Bobby Reed playing as a cam, or maybe as a winger, or a wing forward, or a inside cam, or a wing back if the system suits it at the night. But I would love to see them start going down to shut down teams, like nullifying teams and use their actual pieces. I know it's not going to happen over time. That is the ultimate reach when you reach there. When you can shut down a team by making sure they can play their tactics. But I think we have players. If we go in, if we can't constantly get more games, 4 or 5 games, I think this team will look much better because we have a lot of players that have ability to play everywhere. I think if you start, you're gonna see what you're worried about the 3. If you're using a 4-2-3-1, you think about the 3 players, Mikel Antonio. You mean Liam Bailey, Bobby Reed, and Demarai. Those are going to be fluid attacking midfielders. They're not going to stay in. They can play any one of the wings. So people. So stop thinking of them playing left and right. They can play.
That you brought up an interesting point a while ago, JD. You know that if you were to look at it now, think about this for a second. Look at this for a second. If the coach decided that he was going to do so, boom, Antonio up front, Demarai grip on the left, Bailey on the right. Attacking midfield, Bobby Reed, and then the 2 behind that now would that be Russell, John Russell, and DJ on the left and John Russell on the right. Now look at that midfield. How does that midfield look?
I think they wouldn't go for DJ and John Russell. I think you have to have Lambert or Latibeaudiere.
You know, got somebody hard, like a more hard tackler.
And you can't put Latibeaudiere and Kevin Lambert one time because both of them are the
No. You put Latibeaudiere then. But look at that team right there as a starting, let's say 7.
All right, let me put it together. We're going to fix a thing to show you how it would have looked.
So what we're looking at now in JD, we're looking at options. We're looking at the ability to have, we can have interchanging players. We can have players who play multiple positions because of the ability of the players, the technical ability of the players. And as you said, Demarai can tuck in as well if needs be. He can play as a second striker if needs be. So can Bailey on the right hand side. So we have a lot of options. If I'm hoping that these players can come in and click together quick and fast. As I said, we have both by experience there. So going into this Gold Cup, I'm pretty optimistic. No joke.
All right, this is what you're saying then. 4-2-3-1. So this is how it would have looked. All right,
that was one of the things that I loved about the makeup of the squad as well, JD, like the balance in each position, and also the fluidity in the people. So like Guna was just saying, I remember when we were talking about potential 11s before we even knew the squad, I was saying if Demarai Gray is there, I love that 3 behind Antonio being Bailey, Gray, and Bobby Reed because all 3 are comfortable in any of the 3 spots. So at any given time, they can interchange, switch it up for the opposition so they're not keying in on one person. They don't know where it's going to end up. So I love the fluidity of those 3 behind Antonio.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I speak about trusting the process, because after you have this team.
Oh God, you're my
favorite expression in a JD. I have to trust.
No, you're not gonna put him now. Trust the process.
Prezi.
Now put him in that. Hold on. All right, now go put him in head, man. With that trust the process. What has the coach done for you to trust the process?
What has the coach done for?
Yeah.
All right. I watched the Mexico game in the Azteca. Right. I saw how we played against Argentina all the way up till late in the game. You understand me? And those are 2 games that he actually put out, 2 teams that you could say, okay, this is a Jamaica team. All right. And the way the team played, the way the team set up defensively and going forward, I feel like once he has a core of player to work with, you pick like a 40 core and say, these are the players that he's going to work with and stuff like that. And he has time to work with those players. Give him a little bit of time and you're going to see exactly in vision come out in these games. I'm
optimistic about the future with the coach as well. I'm just talking about what you said that your answer is to my question. What has he done for you to trust the process? Is that you're seeing things within the Mexico game and the Argentina game? Which are those games are like important games?
The Mexico game was
a Nations League.
Yes, Nation League.
Right. And the Argentina game was a practice game.
It was a practice game, but it was a high quality practice game with the eventual world champion.
With the world champion.
Yes. Team.
And what did you see in these games? What did you see in these games for you to trust the process? What did you see specifically?
All right. So in the Argentina game, so we'll start with the Argentina game. I see organization. All right. I see a unit that actually played. I saw a Jamaica team that actually tried to play the ball. Right. I saw that in the Argentina game, and the the Mexico game was pretty much the same. They went into the Aztec and they were fearless. All right. They went into Mexico and believed that they could have won the game. They should have won that game. And I think that has a lot to do with the coach.
Okay. So you think that the coach's technique, tactics, sorry, is better, is superior to the world official orthodox football?
I feel like one, that's kind of a rhetorical question, but I also feel like the coach has a way of getting the best out of the personnel at his disposal. You understand me? When it matters most. I think that's what it matters most. He know how to get the best out of those players.
Okay. He has to trust the process. I'm an Arsenal person, so when me trust the process, I mean, when we start with our coach, there was something that gave us the indications.
Listen, we are as we mentioned earlier, we're not in the military. So you see in your situation, a PTSD you have, you understand me? You suffer from chronic PTSD as a result of Arsenal. So we can't use Arsenal to be the benchmark as how we judge everyone else. You understand me? Piers Morgan a big problem. Tell Piers Morgan to stop chat. Arsenal we come up with something. Don't want Arsenal end up like
Spurs. We trying to support, bro.
We don't go off in an Arsenal conversation.
No,
please.
No, I'm on this side saying I'm defending myself.
No. We were talking about something.
This man I just tell me side about them woman a while ago. I can't defend, brother. All right, let me think. Stand, man.
All right, so all right, Trinidad and Tobago to advance. Trinidad and Tobago advances to the next round. That one will be tough. The pizza. And that one will be tough. We can't disrespect the Americans them watching like this because they are gonna laugh after when we are finished. They laughed off us every single time. All right. Big league Leng. We're gonna get to the conversation, big boss. Know yourself, big up yourself. Thanks for being here, guys. Smash the like button, share and subscribe. So what we are saying then, because the conversation, why we did this is just to show you that even if Ethan Pinnock is off, you have a lot of people that can play a lot of positions as well. Because Amari'i Bell can play centre back as well, and he's over from the left hand side, and he's very comfortable on the left hand side as well. So if people have problem with Mariapa, Amari'i Bell, and if Demelo is fully fit, could be there, and then you have depth yet again because you have Lembikisa as right. Why is that?
That's a dysfunctional center pairing that low and Bell not work.
Well, Minister show it's possible. It's possible.
If it's in a back three, in a back four, I wouldn't use him.
You would use him in a back four?
No.
Okay. In a back three, I can play the left center back.
Back three, I take the gamble with him as a out and out center back. No.
Okay, well, we know Halgrimson not playing a back three. So if you have an issue with Bell there, who would you put? Would you put Bell at left back, and then who would you have in center back? Would it be Mariapa or Bernard?
Mariapa and Low. I might use Mariapa and Low.
Yep.
I might use a combination. Remember that was a combination for Argentina game, right? And we have to also remember this. Pinnock has only played one game. I'm arguing some. Pinnock has only played one game since the World Cup qualifier.
Yes, but Marlon, it was only one game he needed to prove who he is.
Yeah, but no, Jenny, that's what I'm saying. So most of those games was Mariapa and Low.
Yes.
As old as Mariapa is, right? And as I said, he looked better than all the centre backs.
I agree, Marlon. We were saying the man is old and he performed best out of all the CBs in these two games, to be honest.
Remember, the coach said that after the Trinidad game, he said, well, boy, I think Maps is out. But he said when he saw him, watch him play him, and see him come back in the training, he's a different person, say. Mad sharpness, mad fitness. But I think so. I think a 40% fit Ravel would have helped this midfield. Because you need somebody with the technical ability. You're gonna find team, especially you're gonna play the Caribbean team. Trinidad is gonna. I'm gonna see if it's making Trinidad a defensive team
Mm-hmm.
on the counter. You're gonna need somebody, right? I think Ravel being there with his technical ability, even if he's not fully fit, right? I think he could offer something to this team. But as I said, he's not there, so I don't think we should be looking at who's not there. Focus on the players that are there. So we have to just support the 23 is there, right? And I say still, it's a good squad. The only thing now we're having discussion because the coach is a possibility Pinot won't be there for the Chicago game. So we know that he will be a big.
All right, so Big Boss, let me take this question and then we just run off some question. So I Revive said, JD, what outcome in the Gold Cup would be seen as a failure for the coach?
I think if the coach fails to get out of the group, it will be an issue. JD, you're going to have to switch that about 70 more times.
Yeah, because somebody said, put Liam Bell over right, put Demarai over right, put this over the right.
We just don't explain that it will be fluid people, so you're going to see them on both sides.
Wow.
Yeah, they're gonna play both sides.
But either way, I think just to answer iRevive's question, I think if he doesn't get out of the first round, I think the fans and he himself will consider it a failure. I think he thinks that in this group, we need to be in the top 2 in this group. I think he would consider it a failure, and all of us as fans would consider it a failure if we don't get to the second round of this competition.
Absolutely.
Jamaican Goon and then Percy comes in. What would be considered a failure for the coach?
If a failure for the coach, if we got the World Cup and forward out of the group stages. As a matter of fact, I don't think we should. If we fail to go to the second round, that's a failure.
Second round, that's a failure. Gold Cup, not the World Cup. We don't reach the World Cup as yet. We're gonna be much better when we reach the World Cup. The World Cup time, not the World Cup.
Too far in the process,
This is the start of the process. All right. Marlon, what would you consider a failure for the coach? Me or Marlon, I gotta spin this one. No, guy, man, wait for Marlon.
Well, not advancing out of his group will be a failure because as he said,
he should be fired. He should be fired.
Well,
we should assess it.
Really, for me, he was hired to take the team to the World Up, right?
Okay.
The 2 Gold Cup and Copa America, but the main objective is to bring the team to the Gold Cup. So all these games, this Gold Cup competition we want to win. For us as we would like us to win it. But these are preparation heading into the World Cup qualifiers. We saw Canada had a good Gold Cup, right? From the World Cup qualifier. They came into from the prelims World Cup qualifier. Then they came into the Gold Cup, got knocked out in the semi-final to Mexico, right? And then kick on that same performance, right? So the momentum was there from out of those 3 tournaments that took them straight to the World Cup. So I think if we can come to them, for me, since semi-final, I have them to go to the semi-final, right? But I'm looking for leaving out of this, to head into the National League, and you kick on from there. And the next year, if we make it to the Copa America, right? Then the Copa America will be a competition, then World Cup qualifier start. So you're basically laying the foundation from here. You put a couple more block and you go up, right? You come to Bama, you put your into your belt up, you're ready for the calf, you're ready for the house. So World Cup is the ultimate accomplishment. But I said coming out of the zone will be a big loss. It'll be a big failure for him.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, JD. So if you look at the group that's gonna happen, right? It's a mini Caribbean Cup. It's a mini Caribbean Cup because you're gonna have 3 Caribbean teams with the United States. And in every conversation, if you take this Jamaican team with the other 2 Caribbean teams, everyone would say they would expect Jamaica to win that tournament, that Caribbean Cup. So having said that, a failure would be if Jamaica fail to come out this group.
And because the reason why we are asking this is because the Mexican coach, we heard that he got fired, right?
But you spoke about that earlier, JD, and I asked a question. Like, you have to put Mexico firing into context. In Mexico, football to Mexico is what cricket used to be to the West Indies in the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah, but they can afford to miss the World Cup and still be self-sustainable to go forward and put enough money in it. If Jamaica not making the next World Cup, maybe Jamaica football drop down on 10 different tier.
But JD, to be fair, no, when Kaka get the Mexican coaching job, it was split. 50% didn't want him and 50% wanted him. Right? But if you look at something, I was talking to one of my friends from Guadalajara the other day, and he said the level of talent that they used to produce youngsters, high quality talent that will go overseas, then it hasn't come true since the pandemic. And if you look at it, the under 20 team didn't qualify the last World Cup, under 20 World Cup. I think that was a big setback for them as well. So I think you're not seeing, and with US now, finally they do a national. The youngsters, they're like Gomez and whoever, the Sonora and these players that they're taking away from them. Chavez and Gutierrez and these young players. It's really hurting them. It's really hurting because the thing is, most of these young players are coming out to the academies and they come to the FC Dallas and Galaxy and these teams around there, Houston Dynamo. And guess what? You play for under 15 for Mexico, under 17. Then this 2 weeks after you play for USA, then under 20 you play for. And when you reach senior football, USA take them and bring them over. So I think that's one thing that's hurting them. If you look at them, the amount of talent they used to have in Europe, it's not there anymore. So I think that's one thing that's really hampering them right now.
So basically our coach get a longer leash. Because obviously we brought him in for the World Cup. So even if it would seem as a disappointment, but at the end of the day, he can't get fired basically because his job is we have to evaluate him at the back end in the World Cup qualifiers. Okay. All right.
Remember when Hardman brought in 2017 for the when he was brought in, remember Jamaica beat this Canada, not them out of
yes.
And
yes,
that was the beginning of a revolution of Canadian team. Right?
Yes.
I remember when I talked to Daniel, he was like, guess what? There's a plan here for us to be at the other World Cup. Right? He said 2008.
Yeah, but Marlon, the squad with them have it kind of mixed with experienced players, but they never have the star players them what them have today. We bring the star players them now.
But JD, the players were the same way. Alphonso Davis was there.
Yeah, but Alphonso Davis was not Alphonso Davis. Carl Lauren was him. Jonathan David was not Jonathan David either.
Yeah, but
who stuck you the same?
No,
yeah, but his point is they were there.
Wasn't there, but JD, you could have seen it. JD,
yeah, but Marlon, the man where bring come a star. Them a star now, today.
Yes, JD, but you could see it. You see 16-year-old Alphonso Davis play for Canada. You saw Kyle Lauren at 21, right? You saw Juna basically said, okay, guess what? Jamaica we're going to play for Canada. And he went there. Daniel Henry the same way. And you saw where they started. So these players Heidi make it debut at 25. Daniel make his debut at 23. Davis was there.
Yeah, Marlon, I know. Remember, say I'm a resident Canadian. Yeah. I know, right? But I'm telling you, this team is better.
We're talking about two to the same thing, but look at it now. The base of is still there. The old Warhorse is still there. Atiba or just 40 going on.
Atiba, Victoria is still there.
Would still these guys were there, but these guys were the youngsters were there, were getting beaten. But guess what? They were stuck with them. They got their beaten. They made a foundation and right. So you look at it now. Jonathan David came in 2019, right? The team started getting better. So you saw it.
So we have to take some beating, Marlon. We have to take some beating then. Even when we have superstars to God, we have to take some beating. We're tired of watching Nigeria, you know, Marlon. And Nigeria have $1 billion squad and can't win a damn game, you know. I when them play a crocus bag team, them seems to always turn it into some heart attack game.
But JD, yesterday I saw the mayor talk about Nigeria and Ghana, the 2 weeks on that
man. Oh my God. Jamaica the Nigeria Concacaf, I'm telling you.
You know the first thing, Jason, I was listening to Hercules Gomez the other day and we were talking and Mass Breakers when they were talking about the Gold Cup team. And you know, so if the Gold Cup draw, when they got the first game and saw US Jamaica, they were like, it's not the best draw for US to start. Because for us, they have Jamaica as a big problem. Because they know the talent level is there, right? And I think persons as Jamaican supporter, persons don't even know how other countries when they see Jamaica. When I talk to a person from Panama and a Jamaican squad is are they asking Nicholson is gonna be there, Liam Bailey is gonna be there. If Liam Bailey ever show 50% against Panama fans, then they see Liam Bailey, you know, because they know the Liam Bailey from Brian Leverkusen, they know Mikel Antoni, they know what these guys are doing, right? So when they see these players in Jamaica squad, when Panama come here and beat Jamaica 3-0, the whole of Panama shocked. The Panama fans were shocked. So we have the quality, but guess what? It's all about we getting the quality together on the field and functioning as a team. And that's what the other nations they have over us, the big nations. Panama don't have the quality level we have, but they function as a team.
System.
Yep.
Yeah, but so we are gonna have to take some beating because we have to prepare the fans, you know. Because how you're talking, we have to get beaten and become good after time. So why the process can't be shorter and our expectation be more realistic? Like we have a good squad, Marlon. You don't think, and this is a perfect way to phrase the question. You don't think with this squad, Marlon, we can actually start winning in a shorter period than getting a bunch of beaten? In Marlon, because I'm not really panic, you know.
JD, my question and Jason, everybody on the panelists.
Yeah.
Reaching semi-final in the Gold Cup, going Copa America, right? Go to next Gold Cup, reach semi-final, and don't qualify for the World Cup. Go semi-final and qualify for the World Cup. Which one is a bigger achievement for them? Winning the Gold Cup and don't qualify for World Cup, which one is a bigger achievement?
Damn, what a tough one.
But you know, if you give me that, Marlon, why we can't get everything? We actually good. No, that's how we good. No, nice.
JD, we have to look at the real estate right now. We can't come to say we're going to win World Cup. Go to Copa America when it's a
No, I never said you win Gold Cup, Marlon. I said go to the just come out of the group of Gold Cup, get some more games.
That's what I said. I said take a semi-final and qualify for the World Cup, or win the World Cup and don't qualify for the World Cup.
No, man, just come out.
No,
Like,
any
scenario
that don't include World Cup, me not go with that one.
You can't go with that.
Go to the World Cup.
But Marlon, I try to set you up for beating.
So here, Marlon, I set you up.
Beaten.
Marlon, I give you some brother and answer question. So you know how that go already. So here how me I pray this, or me I really love to see it, right? Go deep into the Gold Cup. It simply mean that you have the team together for a longer period. You understand me? And then as you have Copa America and the Gold Cup and the World Cup qualifiers coming. So we're gonna find out that Jamaica should have, I'm gonna use the word should, because we're talking about Jamaica, should have a core player that been playing 2 years consistently. So just remember, Canada had to qualify, you know, and after Canada went through the qualification rounds, at some point in time, they didn't believe that Canada would even make it out the qualification. And after the qualification, because they have played so many games as a team, done so many work as a team, then you see where Canada, what it was by winning the World Cup qualifier last term. So that's my expectation and my hope for Jamaica, that gone are the days when Jamaica play 1-11 in a this game and then 1-11 and 1-11. So you never really have any form of consistency for the core player build and play to get over extended period of time. So we just want to see the team show up and the same similar team show up again and again and again.
Okay, all right. I don't. Well, good luck with that. You're gonna always see this for the next 3 years. 1 and 2 players in every different squad. It's not gonna stop. So get because believe me, because you have other players come in, and once they do get papers, they're gonna have to come in the team again. So it's not gonna stop. But you're gonna have a core. So that's what I could say.
Yeah, you can see the
Kevin said which country I'm at now? Jesus God. All right, Kevin. I am still at Nigeria. I was at Canada at one point because I said
Yeah,
I'm representing Canada.
Kevin,
I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know which country. I have so
Kevin,
much
the
countries.
list, Kevin, the list of countries him don't belong to
Eh,
shorter than the one
It would be
that him belong
shorter,
to.
yeah. Can you know,
Yes.
he have honorary citizenship in Suriname as well, you know.
Him have a
I'm
whole,
on that-
him have a whole cupboard in him house for passport alone.
you know the surprising thing? Only Jamaican people like Kevin, and them alone accept me, you know. Me, I only not a Jamaican, you know. I heard about him on Nigeria video. But oh, you don't sound like Jamaican. And I'm trying to talk Jamaican to the man. The man I say, brother, and I saw Jamaican sound. So me I say, brother, he might make me question myself. Me I say, oh, brother, let me look for my ID, but I couldn't find the
But
ID.
another, I don't think of the accent them attack. Them attack the things where you say.
Why? No, but me I talk Nigerian, me never talk no about Jamaica. Me never talk Jamaican once in the video. We were talking about them forests with them say people but terrorists take over them forests and stuff. It must say my accent not sound like Jamaican. I mean me have to dig up my patois. I must say it's still not sound because him friend I work with him don't sound like me. So me I say, but then everybody at Jamaica sound the same way. Countryman sound different from town man. Him don't even know that.
You want to go St. Elizabeth?
Him don't even know that. Wait till
Yeah,
me catch him back from the street.
That's my family they prezi.
Yeah, man, you go send you here. People like I say, you never know, say you may attack them.
But that me I explain to him say other people sound different, but the man not take it, he don't believe. And maybe some people from Jamaica tell him say me not Jamaican. I mean if you're the man, the whole stream, the man about me say me not Jamaican. No, okay, you're Damarai McCallum, you're not a Jamaican. Okay, whatever. Say what you want to say. I know you know, say most sound always talk about that. Me I'm more Jamaican now, no. So me leave that alone. Let me move on. We'll move on. They think we all sound the exact way. That's what I'm telling them because you know when I knew that we don't sound the same, it took me to go to Westmoreland one time and hear some other people speak, and I said, "Damn, what the people so different from we?" You know? Yeah. So accents accents is a real thing, man.
Yeah,
All right.
that's true. Because when me station at Texas, when you leave Boston, go Texas, and you start, because Boston have their own accent, you know. And then you go Texas, and you say, yo, whoa. You have to listen keenly to understand what they say.
Yeah, man, because somebody from Boston not sound like New York and them the right side of each other.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying, because even when you're touching the national midway, say, is that what different accent the same way?
Them talk like them
the same way. Not England, same way, have different accents, same way. So, yeah, man.
Even in Belgium, you have different accents because my wife went to the Netherlands. Different language. I will have different language in Belgium, but me just try to stay on the different like Flanders, where we are, which is Netherlands, Dutch. She speaks Dutch, but you have Antwerp dialect. You understand me? And when she go to the KFC, because obviously I love KFC from Jamaica, and I stayed with my KFC, so it shows you that I am more Jamaican than a lot of these mans, like the one Big D Lin or Big League Ling. You understand me? When you go there, Marlon, the people understand me, but not understand she. And I'm saying, oh, this is possible, but you know why? Because what you learn, in school is direct Netherlands. But because they already know it because it's their first language, they went down into the dialect, Jason. So certain words, I'm going to show you the words, Jason, how them spell different. And you're going to realize it's confusing. But when you get the Netherlands, you realize that Antwerp dialect sound completely different than actual Netherlands and the Netherlands dialect as well. So they can't understand each other. I told them almost a fight to the KFC. I mean, if you try to step in, I try to sort out. I mean, when me come from Jamaica, so try to sort out.
Because you learn like the proper way.
That's
maybe
from school, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so people believe me, man. That's why I said the experience in Belgium was always better than what I would have had in England, because England, maybe I just go with my family, man, just did it with my family, just the same. You know, that is the same Jamaica, just with the location. You understand me? So I've always preferred Netherlands. You know. Nobody care about Netherlands, JD. Okay, all right, Umzo. Then stay France.
Africans say the accent program.
Okay, yes. Big Deal and says Suriname man sound different from Jamaican. Yes, that is 100% because it's three different language barriers between them. So I think are four because English is also a thing in Jamaica. Patois is also a thing, and then two from Suriname. So that's four languages between them. Nobody cares about Belgium either. Well, whatever. So who people care about Jamaica? So you really think that more people in this earth care about Jamaica than Belgium and Netherlands? You must be
of
mad.
course, JD, be careful.
You're losing your
Jamaica
mind.
is a brand.
Prezi, it's a brand that you are aware of. Yeah.
No.
Prezi. If
Yes.
you want to compare Belgium to Jamaica, you must be losing your brain cells. Them. You just tell me you're in the army.
Yeah.
Belgium is literally the center of all armies. You see American army, it is the center of the actual world. That's where they keep all things. Nobody come to Jamaica come keep no conference for the
So
world.
more you do a statistic, more you do a poll. Yeah. When you put up the Belgium flag and the Jamaican flag,
so
and tell them to identify the two of them.
So you just make up something. So
no, man.
Before we get into this conversation, where are debate?
The debate is that you cannot say that say what is Jamaica on an international level? We're not talking about football, no, we're talking about the country as it relates to Belgium.
Level, yes. So make sure we can pull up this video to make sure we're this conversation.
Name me Belgium Bob Marley.
Oh, hold on. Belgium Bob Marley and Usain Bolt. Don't because these guys are brand themselves. These are conversations I had,
associated with
but they're synonymous with Jamaica, though, G.
Exactly.
No, I thought that at first. I thought that at first. No, they are linked with Jamaica, but I thought that at first. Let me, please, God, let me explain myself. I thought they were Jamaica was pinned to Usain Bolt and Bob Marley. I've met people who talk about Usain Bolt and don't know about Jamaica. And I've met more people that know Usain Bolt and don't know Jamaica in Belgium, in Netherlands as well. It is shocking because most people thought that Jamaica was in Africa. When I told them that I'm from Jamaica, they thought that I was from Africa. It's the Africans in the actual park knew that Jamaica is not in Africa.
JD, I don't think the debate is like if they know Jamaica and can name the 14 parishes and all these things. The debate is just by recognition of the flags. You would know what that flag is.
No, Jason. I am not sure that Jamaica flag is more popular than Belgium flag, Jason. We need to be. No. Listen to me. Just let me talk, Nabasi. This popularity of flags and them stuff, Big Boss. I think we are disrespecting Belgium and what they stand for in the world. Remember, a lot more people involved in war and technology and those stuffs in the world. Yeah? When it comes on to those things, nobody not talk about Jamaica, Nobody, Jamaica not army for war, no way. A whole heap of billions of people involved in that. We are only on the entertainment side, so that's why we are kind of.
JD, who did Belgium invade?
Where Jamaica invade?
You're gonna say Belgium and war. Jamaica not invade nobody. But if we're gonna talk about war, who did Belgium invade?
If you listen, you will hear because you are the soldier. But yet still you keep on use your emotional side. You're definitely Jamaican. Listen to the facts now. All right. So in World War II, and also one as well. Did you not see Belgium involved in the World War? That was the makeup of real Belgium as well, You get me? You never hear about Jamaica being a brand at that time. You were hearing about Jamaica being a brand?
JD, 1801, Jamaica started the Haitian Revolution long before World War II and Belgium badness.
And you were getting the notoriety because this is something I'm fighting them. I don't know how I'm fighting this.
Haiti was the most prosperous country in the Western Hemisphere at the time. It was the wealthiest country. Sandomar was the wealthiest country in the
No,
Western Hemisphere. So if you
there was
get notoriety from Haiti at that point in time, you were a big deal.
yeah, people saying two different contexts here. Yes, but that's what I'm trying to explain to him. But him just want to say Jamaica bigger than Belgium and more popular than Belgium. It's not true. It is not true. People, I thought that when I came here, I was asking questions, because people act like, oh, even English speaking was just the biggest thing. The biggest thing in the world. And I'm saying, damn, when I start to go over the rest of the world, a lot of people don't even care about English speaking so much, and these Americans and those things. Don't let people fool you. So when people acting like, oh, majority of the world interested in these things, it's not actually true. Marlon and them man should be I tell people that Jamaica them thing, it is not true.
JD,
The world is bigger than America and England and
JD, the two main languages that are taught is English and Spanish. When I go to Europe, right, most of the persons there, they understand English because they start in school. Like for us in the Caribbean, English-speaking people, they try to learn English, right? They need to learn Spanish, right? Unless somebody's going to major in French or something like that, or German or something like that, they won't do it. But English for Europeans and persons in Asia, right? That's an additional language that they have taught. If they're good at different speaking of the country, then generally they grab onto it. But for us here in Jamaica, right now, you go to school, you have Spanish or English, right? So you basically, as an English-speaking person, most English-speaking person, they basically learn Spanish. Unless you're gonna be like if you go to France, then you start to chant your tourism. But you go Belgium, you learn Belgium, you learn Dutch, you learn German, right? And little French as well, because the diverse that Belgium is. Make sure something, Judy. The first time I go to Japan. First time I went to Japan, and I crossed Japan straight through. That Yokohama and cross Yokohama straight through all day. Because guess what? Everywhere me going, two things me say written in English, right? Restaurant, and that's the only two things I saw in Tokyo and Yokohama written. Jason, me did that because all the time. I say, you didn't ask me if I know English. You somebody I didn't know English. You said we are taught English, so we know English. But guess what? Because we don't speak it that fluently, we might tell you so we don't speak English. If we know that you are, because once actually most Asian, if I'm lying, tell me, most Asian once you're speaking English, they figure that you're either English, you're from England or America. That's how most Asian.
Yes.
True.
That's how the entire world goes. But Marlon, before you continue, let me chip in. It's kind of a little bit different in Belgium. You have an option now to learn English at fifth grade. My kid learned English by just watching the TV. And if you hear her, you can't understand how she learn if I'm just watching the TV. But she just watch the TV and learn it. But you naturally learn it by book-wise at fifth grade. Maybe you're around 10, 11 that time. Yes. So in these countries, some of them don't learn English none at all because you have two other options. In Belgium, you have German and also French. Those are the two options most people choose. So most people don't even learn English off their own. And if you go to Brussels, God go with you. And tell somebody about you want to speak English. They're not even look for you. You get me? Because that's why I'm glad that I'm not there. So it's a little bit different. And a lot of the other countries that I went to, English is not their first language. And I think they feel disgusted when you're talking English to them because they want to see you actually even try. You get me?
That's the same case here in Korea. Anytime you go out, and if you try, even though you're not gonna sound like them, obviously, but if you try to speak Korean or Hangul, to them they feel they help you more than if you go out and then become frustrated easily by speaking English.
Well, me don't know how you explain this, but when me go to Jamaica and I speak English, them also upset with me. They want patois.
I knew somebody would have come with that, you.
So me don't know how you explain that one.
Yes, sir.
If I go to Jamaica and I sound too media personnel like, they don't really like me again. Them want me sound more like me come from St. Betts,
And Soul Cry says more countries speak English than other language. Bro, come on, JD. Soul Cry, you know that it's not more countries that have English as their main language. No, you have less countries have the English as their main language. But the thing is, though, they are so diverse. The people go and learn English. So listen to what I'm saying, Soul Cry, and don't misunderstand what I'm saying.
But I think to have this be like an unbiased thing, I like Prez's original way where him say just put up 2 flags on a paper and just say name these 2 countries and you count how much of them can name the 2 of them, and based on who have more right answer, then you said that one more popular just from seeing the flag.
But just it might not be Jamaica.
I'm not saying it would be. I'm just saying that would be a nice unbiased way to see.
Yes, and I would love to see.
We're not bringing in no metric of Bob Marley, this, and we're not bringing in World War, nothing. We just look for the flag and see who know the flag then.
And I would love to see it because
if you put the Belgian flag and the German flag and Jamaica flag, I can assure you that those 2 flags will get mixed up. A person who identify Jamaica flag more than 2 of them. If you put German flag and Belgian flag right now, I'll put Jamaica flag.
Yeah, but obviously, in a popularity, nobody can come to Germany. I think Germany popular than almost every country.
No,
some country can put out Germany.
Identify the flag when I talk about
the flag. The flag. No, the flag. Okay. Let me put it up here. People can see the difference. Yeah, the flags. Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
Nobody educate them people just in case them are part of it. So we don't want to show them right now. Make them.
So you really think that this is going to go to an extra debate? South Cry.
I think if you set this up right and you put it out, I think it would be very good programming if you actually did this just to see how it come out.
Yep. Try it, JD.
Here I don't expect nobody to know Belgium flag except maybe just 50 people out of the 16,000.
But you are the Concacaf king, so you put it in the Imaxit world and make the other people.
Okay, all right. I will try and put it in all of my socials. All right, yeah. Tomorrow I'm gonna work on that one. The man says, so people not listen. The man said, "Come on, JD, you were born in Jamaica. So just because me born in Jamaica, me just lie and just tell you what I think. Me just give my honest opinion. Me." Say, all right, look how life funny. Without I object to what Prezi said, you think you would have had the conversation here? So me bringing what my knowledge is to something actually breeds conversation, So sometimes stop bad me up and talk about me Jamaican. Me for us, all right, you know what? Jamaica the greatest. Jamaica run everywhere. You get me? So you see here again, JD. Let me remind you, you are not Belgian.
JD, nobody go for the passport, I show him.
Yeah, JD, lower the comments, JD.
But it's not about Belgium. Marlon, out of this, Marlon, honestly, Marlon, out of this conversation, what you got from this conversation? Me hate Jamaica that you get, and me fight against Jamaica because of that this man is saying. That you get from me, Jason? That you get Prezi from this conversation?
No.
No, I think people sometimes confuse like having a conversation with like saying you're against something sometimes. I mean, if you just look at the nature of this conversation, all the panelists smiling, they can't see me again, but I'm laughing. Like, it's okay to have a conversation and people don't agree on every single part of the conversation. That is the purpose of the conversation.
Wow. You know what? You see, any conversation to start on this program and Jamaica involved with somebody, me don't want to have it. I don't want to have it. You get me? Yes, I don't want to have it, And JD, I've heard that almost everyone in Belgium speaks more than 2 languages. Yes, it's mandated to speak more than 2 languages. Two languages, mandated. And English is not one of those languages. So, South Cry, it's not every country of English. You are lying to people because you don't even know every country. And me and Marlon talking because we go to other countries them, so we can talk on them. And all of them don't have English as their main language. People learn English on the side just to make sure they can get on in life. So just listen properly. These can help people as well, South Christ, so stop eating them, man. Me and a friend last week, man. 2 days ago, you said me never sell out to the JFF, and now you tell me say me and a Belgian. 2 days, Pressy, 2 days, me and man a best friend, and today the man phone me out, man.
Jamaica is the central hub of the world. Who would lie to this person?
Yeah, man. I'm just done. I'm just done, man.
Then you lie to them, Prezi?
I mean, like, no. No, we just make a factor. We just make a statement as it relates to popularity, and I get down into the history of Belgium and when they used to be in Rwanda and all these different countries and stuff like that. I'm talking about if I get 2 flags, I'm gonna put them up and just say, yo, identify this flag. Because right now, if I put Belgium flag in a group of African flag, they would believe that Belgium is in Africa.
Okay.
Because almost all African flags them have red and yellow in it.
You're great to point out things that is so hard to prove. So I'm gonna use you for 5 years trying to figure out what you just said and how to actually get the data on it. So Belgium and Jamaica is not in the same league as popularity and importance to the world. I'm very sorry.
No, we're not talking about importance to the world. Come on. In Belgium, 1 is in Europe, 2 it holds the NATO headquarters. We get that. We're not talking about that, JD, because now you probably start a conversation about GDP.
With the flag.
We're not talking about that.
I'm not going to go into that. All I'm saying is,
with the flag.
let me give Jamaica credit. Let me give Jamaica credit because some of them man can't comprehend it. So I fight them, I fight me, Where I give Jamaica massive credit, the size of Jamaica, which is not so smaller than Belgium. Belgium maybe 2.5 times bigger than Jamaica, maybe just about that. But the size of Jamaica and for what they do, the impact we have over the world, that is something big. But we are talking about a country that is one of the main countries in the world. That's what President, that you just drop yourself out in there. I wanted to look, Belgium, Rotterdam, and Antwerp are the biggest harbors in the entire Europe. Without Belgium, the entire Europe funding don't work. That's where South America sending all their things. That's how the entire Europe runs between Rotterdam and the actual Antwerp harbor. So we are talking about the man them are popular. The amount of thing them ship off per year. Boy, I mean, people, he's just not informed.
So basically,
as well. Jamaica could have the same level because guess what?
So it was Somalia and Jamaica ship off everything in the world to people.
JD, better we talk about football again because honestly we don't want to go credentials, please. Better we talk about football.
No, man, you know, credential. We just a chop up things, but may say, no, where you got credential for? We are talking about
because you're saying, you're talking about specifically about trade. You understand? You're talking about the trade that goes from South America and Central America into Europe, and it goes to Belgium. But who would know about that? Small. That's a minute, that's a minute group that is involved in international trade,
A minute group?
Yes.
When you look at
how many persons on this live right now have any idea about I'm not saying none, but international trade that deals with international trade? And what size of the Belgian population deal with international trade, even though it's one of the biggest hubs?
You're talking about individual, but how much people? Look, you said popularity. Popularity comes with the people that's involved, not just the head people, but the people that receiving them goods and everything worldwide. The amount of containers, shipments, and movements with Belgium name on it. Everybody have to know what they're looking at. So that's what I'm saying.
You just say that in English, though, JD. You say it's not in English, so how are we going to identify it?
You know what? I give up. President know I'm right. He knows I'm right, but he wants to just figure a way out to not say he's wrong. And
so JD, every time you order something and it show up on your door, you make sure look where it come from.
Of course, me must know it come from me right. No me right.
From the box and use the thing them will come.
JD more Belgian than Jamaican, cause oh my God, I paid for my passport, Mirac, and I have not received my passport from Jamaica for 6 months now, and I paid my full money, and they told me they're gonna give me 3 months, and up to this day I don't get it.
The coach did say that he's having some issues with JD's passport, and he could not make the Gold Cup squad because it came late.
There's a Jason is in transit. So Jason,
I don't know if you have to Jason. Pika so or what.
So if I call Mr. Chong, because not only the players having passport.
People, I can tell you, even YouTubers have passport problem. I paid my money. I went, the ask, Marlon and Tristan can attest. 2 times me have to drive from Akara, go straight to Brussels. I paid the man my money for deliver it to Marlon, and that hurt me, you know. I paid the money for them deliver the paper to me, you know. And me have to drive the paper to them, you know. After I pay them my money, you know. Me don't know what kind of people them this, you know. I pay them the money, then me have a drive, go back, go give them the second paper again, and then now me away for 3 months, 6 months. So a 6 month me still wait, and then people say me and a Jamaican. Well, me can't get the passport, so me don't know.
All right, listen.
You know if you them go through. You know if you them go through now.
People, I choose some people, and I choose Marlon talk. Guys, these players take a while because look, I wanted to go to England and I never had any passport, nothing at all, so I couldn't move. And I'm perfectly legal before no come talk about me illegal.
Which country did I apply for passport for JD? Which country?
I'm Jamaica passport. Me the one back for just use go England for the temporary time for the summer. But me not get it. Me not pay for it, and me not get it. I pay my money. So they can't talk about me in Jamaica. I pay my money. I give all of my documents to them. I'm legitimate certified. Them take my paper and say, I'm going to send it off.
Never feeling like one of the
when JD document reached a peak, them say, wait, this person renounced his citizenship years ago, man.
Then that I go for say, Prezi, at the video them, somebody show them the video them, and them say, all right, I'm going to scrutinize this one here and make sure.
Listen, Pagan, I'm not illegal. Look, listen to me, big man. See my ID, big man. Let me not show my ID. Look, see my ID, look. See, it says, look. See it here? Look. My ID, so me not illegal. I have my ID, big man. Me even don't want the Jamaican passport anymore. Them can keep it and keep the money as well with them disgusting ourselves. Come tell me about 3 months and make me there wait. And me still I go want it, you know, but me just a cost today. But me I go want it back because them take me for fool. Me drive 2 times go there early in the morning, Jason, and them take me for fool. You know? Man, tell me 3 months and 6 months me there where.
You're a Jamaica, they can't get a passport, so imagine all the English born players.
So that may tell the people, that may tell them so it's very difficult. And even man from imagine the player them will come from Netherlands and Belgium because them have come to Belgium, Marlon, come do them papers. You get me? Them have come to Belgium, come do them papers. That's them can't get no papers. They're not gonna get no papers in Jamaica. Them money again, not the people. So I'm a gentleman, a children, and football global, yeah, man. That would make a lot of sense. What happened here? What am I costing? Them say JD is illegal. JD, me can't back you on this one. Or back you on which one? Issa, what are you talking about now? What me do now, Issa?
Yeah.
As the man cost me now.
They might tell us say Jamaica lead Belgium with popularity. You guys talk about fiscal management and all these things, and you know, who with the US government I get the most money and all of them stuff. When
I heard about coronavirus, I heard him saying Belgium. I saw more Belgium article on TV that Belgium had the first pattern for coronavirus. So everything in scientist wise, every single thing on this planet, it always seems to turn up from Belgium first. So me wonder where them people are dead. So them does not know Belgium, and them just accept everything.
I think it's more a reflection of society on a whole. Like, you know, we think for whatever reason we have been trained to just like popular culture more than actual things like who found the cure for the coronavirus. people will more readily know, Skilly Bang song than where the coronavirus
Okay.
thing came from. You understand?
Okay,
So
all right.
I think that's the part that you don't play in a little bit, JD. Like everything you have referenced has more to do with like, international level things, like how countries would look at other countries. We're saying there's individual people who would have more knowledge of Jamaica than Belgium, like just asking a person on the street. I don't know if I have the answer to that, but I don't think it's as far away as either one of us are making it believe. Prezi is one way and you're one way. I think it's somewhere in the middle somewhere, but I don't think it's as far away on either side as any of us are saying.
Okay. Hear the man here. This man I get upset. Yes, me say on American TV, you need to go back. Clearly, you don't watch the damn American TV and you're in America. And I can prove that to you. You understand me? Yes. All I'm saying is, I'm not going to argue this because how am I arguing against Jamaica? I never even want it. But Prezi is the worst and good thing that came on for the day. He mixed me up 50 times, but at the end of the day, it takes our knowledge and things that we know. You get me? And that is always good. That is always good.
No,
sometimes you have to be the protagonist and the antagonist, JD.
My goodness.
No.
Chat beat me, man, and the one Jason love these things because this is what I'm live for people embarrass me in a chat.
I have been
that is a whole reason.
I have been very neutral on this JD. You can't say me a try beat.
Yes,
but listen, this was a nice break from the headache of talking about Jamaica football. But I saw Africans had a decent question for the panel, so I don't know if you want to pull it up, JD.
Well, 3 hours ago, I'm tired. Africans, what going with the Africans? African Canadian man, what going? you and Sean left me out here to take all of the beating for Suriname and Canada.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see Africans. I hope he's doing okay. I know he got a beating yesterday, but good to see him here still.
Through our streams, Imaxit are now on passport delay. And JD the chopper. No, there's no chopper here, man. It's just good, man. But anyways, I enjoyed the conversation, but I need to get up early in the morning. I can't go anywhere further with this one. Maybe we'll have to catch it up tomorrow because early in the morning I have to get some things done. What is Belgium internationally known for? Fritters.
NATO.
JD.
So, beer, chocolate, JD. Those are things that you know about in the world here, but you never know that it's from Belgium. It's so like funny. Yes. I think Belgium.
So Jamaica is just better. So Jamaica is simply just better at marketing themselves. Then it's not about.
I don't know. Maybe Belgium never try to market themselves. Belgium just try to just do them normal things. Jamaica is just a
Belgium is renowned for producing the most beers.
Yeah, no, we're not going. We're still on chocolate. Them know chocolate. Them not gonna know Belgian beer. Them. No, them no beer. Them no red stripe beer, Marlon. Them no red stripe beer. Them no. Yes. Okay, Belgium waffle. You see, we see waffles come up. JD have to get up early. He travels with the team. I don't listen to me. Don't mix it. Don't mix me up.
He would have been, but the passport is not there. That's why.
No, man, I have my passport. I have my other passports. You know, I can go, but about my business.
My passport car, JD. It measure passport car. Right?
Okay, all right then. All right.
Okay, see about taxi deliver Schengen visa, but he have a European a US passport, but he can't travel. He can't pay for Jamaica. So
Okay, so we are traveling, so we can't do nothing. Okay.
Passport to travel as a part
you're
of
stuck, man. You're stuck. EU travel alone.
Okay, we can't go anywhere in the world. What are you talking about? If it was not for JD, we would not know Belgium. The disrespect. So what about the Shamar? What about the Shamar? What about the Zimenez? What about the taxi? Where they had to come? What about the Leon Bailey? Leon Bailey, Belgium make Leon Bailey exist.
No, it's the other way around.
JD, there was Chris.
It's the other way around. Belgium reach out to them.
First player to go there.
What's about Marlon? Christopher Dawes, right? All right.
In Belgium in the 90s.
But hear them attack, but Belgium make Leon Bailey. So only never you see you just ungrateful. Ungrateful. You see a life funny. Belgium have
A Phoenix Bill Bailey. Where you talking about?
a Phoenix Bill Bailey. Okay, a Phoenix Bill Bailey. It's okay. I feel it. A Phoenix Bill Bailey. Okay, nice. So no Phoenix bigger than Belgium now. My goodness, no Phoenix bigger than the Belgium league. Yo, one thing I can tell you, this is where I think Jason is right. Jamaica is one of the best place at marketing people. I believe me, they are one of the best place at marketing people. I can say that. You can drink at 16 in Belgium, yes. You can work at 16 as well, yes. And yeah, you can work at 16 as well, yes. And I think you can do other things at 16. Yeah, but yeah. Jamaica is known for more things than Belgium. All right. You know what? You guys are there too long talking about these madness. Jamaica Phoenix Federation.
Dujuan Stefan.
Jamaica Phoenix Federation. Oh my God. Cassava Peace Bill Bailey. Oh God. All right. Belgium didn't originate chocolate or beer. Jamaica originated, created reggae music, created dancehall. Tell me one thing Belgium originated. This brother named South Cry. The man I want to see tired president on a different time zone than me.
Almost 8 o'clock in the morning now, and when we started the conversation earlier, I did midnight. At 7:45.
At 1 o'clock at my time, people.
So which part you there?
But all jokes aside though, Jerry, it was a really good conversation, you understand, man?
Yeah, man. Boy, anytime I see I come a space, the man, a space time, the man, the pan, don't far the man there.
Prezi, which part you there?
Oh, me that's South Korea.
Okay,
Jesus
okay,
God. Surprised you learn the language? You learn the language because can't be speak all the languages.
Actually Tuesday. So actually Tuesday now.
Me know enough when me need to use it, but don't expect say you're going to use it right now.
The boss 6 o'clock now in the morning, Prezi. What time? About 6, right?
No,
After
it's
5.
hold on the comedy.
A Tuesday.
She put the volume on
A
me.
Tuesday over.
Repeat that, and Jason.
No, me say what time now? If about after 6.
No man, 7:45 right now. Almost 8 o'clock.
Oh God, good damn, and we have the man from stream.
Tuesday morning.
I first thing for me to go there so bad. Yeah, 3 months.
Yeah, man.
That's South Korea and Japan. When we come to Jamaica, because sleep, brother.
Lucky thing say you're one of the junior soldier them, so we have to run got PT 6 o'clock this morning, you know. And a different
Yeah, man, but we get the rest.
about 10 years ago, we have to cut long time.
Here the man at Umzo. The people know just look on Umzo in that chat, Marlon. Yo, the man, we have some of the dirtiest behavior, you know.
That one there.
Let me forward out of this song.
Take your time, brother. Don't follow Umzo, man. But Jesus,
Man.
I don't know there, though.
Yeah, man, Korea nice. Long go till me come and J. Cole remember one day I say -18 and so that shy. They can't go out the door. Yeah, man.
-18. Okay.
Yeah, man. That's
Typical Belgium day.
No. Winter. We had winters that was cold, man. Me riding a -9 already. Left from Antwerp for going to a different location. A good stretch, maybe from Kingston to around St. Elizabeth, Marlon. Right from in around -9, 10 years. I have, believe me, that was the last game.
Korean girl. Yo,
Where's the Marlon?
What Korea is nice?
No, where's the Marlon? Kingston to St. Elizabeth around that distance. Yeah. Me ride from man. And the man, the boss, when the boss see me, man, the boss I say, my brother, something wrong with you, you know? Something wrong with you, you know? I mean, say, but determined to reach somewhere. No, man, but it's faster, Marlon, but because I weigh them, it's faster because of the I weigh them. No, man, I straight highway, man.
4 hours drive.
No,
Yeah.
man. Around 2.5 hours drive, but around 4 hours ride. 4 hours ride. Because a limited bike with a pan. Yeah. So, but people, some people need to get them experience in them all, and then they won't bother people anymore. No, they will learn. Believe me. Korea is nice, JD. So give me some, Prezi, before you go. Teach you something about Korea.
In terms of what, the place itself.
People ask about girls. You know the Jamaicans them say that's the first thing.
Look like money want me turn in my divorce paperwork and talk about this. So me see Korea from two perspectives, like from the military side and the fact say the DJ as well, hence the name DJ Prezi. You understand me? You would be surprised, but the African population in Korea is really big.
Okay.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of African, lot of South African, West African, very, very popular. You understand me? The people in general, they're extremely friendly. Like me say, if you try to speak the language, they will help you. They will absolutely help you. But if you try to stick to your English, they become annoyed real quick. All right. The Korean girls, they're not like Japanese, so don't feel like say you go forward to Korea, you go see a Jamaican or you're black and that don't mean nothing to them. You understand me? They prefer to talk to the white people them or the Mexican them. They're not really too the black guy them too much. Very racist when it comes to that.
Okay. So because they're not really into the guys and them racists, or
no. There's a difference.
No, I'm not. We're trying to learn.
No, but if you actually not just in Korea, but if you look into any Korean community, or you will see that they're secluded and them stay to themselves. You understand me? You don't really find a lot of interracial couple within like the Korean community. You don't find that.
Okay. All right, so guys, you here have it. Jason, tell us about America. Marlon go everywhere on planet Earth. Jamaican Guna, him are the artists, him tour everywhere. Me, I just do normal things, you know.
So I revive say if Korea know about Jamaica, of course, you don't need no visa to come to Korea. You just need an entry visa, 24-hour visa.
But I heard the statement how much place we can go, and all sort of things. But why is it we talk about Jamaica can go so much places when we need to actually have visa for go some place, for actually go to place that we don't need a visa for? How we work out some of them things there? We come here, Simon, I tell people say we can go how much place and how powerful the passport is. But me I say, but Simon, when we forgot them place, then we have to go yes so, and we need a visa for go yes so. So then what is sense we are talking about we can go there so? We can't just jump from one part, one world, one country to a next country. You understand me? Oh, that me always educate me on that, Marlon.
Because JD, right now when I eat this route to South Korea, we are basically fly from BC, from Vancouver. We are like 12 hours or something, 12 or 13 hours flight.
About 13 hours.
13 hours to Seoul. If you left out of US, right, 16 hours and 45 minutes. Right? If you want to take either way though, we don't enter US, you're going to travel about 3 days. Because you have to go to Panama. You have to go to Panama. Panama, you're going to string on the whole place. You're going to reach Estonia.
3 days. Wow.
If you don't want a Canadian visa, US visa, you get knocked, or Schengen visa, you get knocked. About 3 to 4 days of travel. Can you ever find Estonia, or one of them countries where you fly and carry straight in? Right? If with the Schengen visa, you fly to Panama, Holland, from Amsterdam to Seoul, you're there. So I work what you have in man.
Run our legs sound like you didn't have military defense or rotation saying enjoy 9 months in a Korea. Yeah, you probably enjoy 9 months in a Korea. I deal with all your American people, but you're not gonna tell me say your 9 months in a Korea that you enjoy was based on your interaction with the Koreans.
Daniel Dean says, bro, it can work. Jamaican passport powerful. But me ask you a question. Me ask you because the other country, the problem is, let me explain myself. The problem is, every time I want to go somewhere with my Jamaican passport, it's limitations to it. My passport got more powerful when I have the Belgian ID with it. You understand me? But with the passport alone, I couldn't do much of the thing. Look, for England, when I'm in Belgium, Marlon, in Jamaica, in Jamaica, you have to get a interview for go to England, right? Like, get an interview, go to interview, them take 1 month or 50 million years to give you. When me go to Belgium interview here, me know me I get the visa, Jason, before. I just got to pay my money and just show them my work permit and my taxes and my whatever. And them say, all right, then next week, Thursday, come for the passport, your passport back and you get the visa and you go on by your business. In Jamaica, nothing no work that way there. So that me I try to show people, say, you don't need to stop, you need to contextualize things and tell people, because when me in Jamaica, can't get an English passport. Get what? I mean, they have an ID. Yeah, 5 weeks and then them turn it down.
And they take everything when they call us, I guess what?
Turn it down and take your money. So, you know, them lie. Them people.
So basically, we have the most powerful embassy. Can them just take your money?
Yeah, but just look at it though. They say we can't enter South Africa without a visa. But guess what? You go South Africa, you have to like Frankfurt to Johannesburg, right? But guess what? You still need a Schengen visa. So
all right, thank you.
Passport, you still have to go through one of them.
Yeah. Until the passport strength is only as strong as how many countries that place fly to straight. If you have that passport. So if Jamaica have to fly through hubs everywhere and we don't have the passport, can't take it to the hub, then how powerful is the actual passport?
So that makes Marlon, na ego them people in chat are going off and that me I tell them, them just are going me physically know what going on and them a lie to me in express. I mean know for the fact, because we got through the two sides, and them this what teach me, the ego is the biggest problem we have.
Okay, so Simon turn up to defend himself, So look what Simon said.
If you transit through Frankfurt for less than 24 hours, you don't need a visa. To go where, Marlon? Simon? To go where, Simon? To go where? Listen to me, Stephen.
I guess he's saying if you're going through Germany, as long as it's less than 24 hours.
Oh, so you just need a no transit visa. Okay.
But you still have the welcome letter.
No, man. Believe me, it's not as exactly as what Simon wrote there. All right, I'm gonna bring exactly what it requires tomorrow. All right, yes. The screen. No, but I have to prove to the people because Simon attests to credibility. You get me, Simon? Simon, go to your bed. I am not illegal. People, I'm not illegal. I talked about my situation in Jamaica. You see, no the maga things me that try look visa and them turn me back. And I never said that.
And Simon, since you're here, I just want to say thank you for giving me an opportunity. But now I know that I need to unmute my own microphone. So I will do it.
He never gave you any other opportunity. He took your opportunity from you. So he's going to get it.
Does someone need to brief the journalist then first? This is what you need to do once you're called on.
Yes,
please go ahead.
I missed the briefing meeting, I guess.
No, this is the green card. This is what would have been the green card in Belgium, the ID. But no, this is my first ID would have been the green card style, equivalent to United States. This one is a normal citizenship. So
you step up you don't need it. No, you don't need
it. Yeah. Oi.
Here, man, must say JD and him bandula passport.
Yeah, man, because your passport I want card or what that?
No, remember physical passport, but they work the same.
Fair pay with a passport.
You know what? Never leave them alone. One thing I know, I am not illegal. I told you guys about different conversations. One in Jamaica back in the days, in the early 2000s, it was very hard to go to England. Very hard. Now, before early 2000, in the 90s, it was easy to go to England. Just you need your welcoming letter and everything, and stuff, I could have gone to England, but they changed the rule, and I was one of the ones them that it caused problems with changing the rules. All right, yes. So I know both sides.
Yeah, Kush. I forgot play the next part of the game under control. I can't get no more yellow, or else I'm off.
Okay, so you can look at the Henley passport index to look at the strength of the Jamaican passport and which country you can enter visa free. But yes, but that's not my problem, Simon. I'm saying, but for a few of the countries that we can enter free and go to free, we still have to bypass places that requires passport. So I'm just asking, and you can't just use transit free to go there. It still requires actual passports. All right, just I don't need to take the boat. Even with the boat, you still need a passport and an ID.
You need back here Jamaica. You need back here Jamaica and enough traveling passengers.
Hold on. Can I go on the train? No, you need it once you're going into a different country, different from European Union. You need an actual passport or your ID. You understand me? So yeah, I am not a fugitive, Stefan. I'm a fully legal human being.
Yo, I swear to God.
We're not gonna keep a prison. We have prison all time. We over here to fight about who will leave a who.
You know, we are going running after this one. We are going to run 6 miles after this one. Good.
And Nigel said, "Me sound like me hiding." Nigel, what am I hiding from? Nigel, I'm gonna be in England, Nigel. I'm going to be in England in August. August, I'm going to be in England. All right. So if you want, you can meet me in England, and I'm going to come to America. I'm going to come to America. Tactical said it's going to be when the football thing will keep in America. I'm going to go to that as well. So I'm coming to America. What is the Copa thing?
Which football thing? What are you talking about? Oh, the Copa America.
The Copa America. That's what Tactical.
2024.
That's what Tactical told me.
Next year.
That's what he told me. So I'm coming to that. So
I coming to America, JD. That's a very good movie, you know. Just down the Queens.
No, but I'm saying, but I said I'm going to go to America and I'm going to England like in a month and a half time. So I'm not illegal. So the anti-Jamaican channel. What is wrong with South Cry? South Cry, what is wrong with you, man? I am not going to avoid Florida. I'm literally coming to Florida because that's how the games will show. And I want to come there with
JD, Alex, no, you're going over that side?
Yeah, man, what if I told me give Alex and PS, man? What if I told, man? That's a thump up Alex for no reason. You know?
Go fly for the same play, Alex.
So when you go to Jamaica, JD?
When I'm going to Jamaica?
As soon as Peter start him out.
maybe that's the one I'm actually hiding from. Maybe that's the one I'm actually hiding from. It's all right, funny.
One thing you know, when JD go to Jamaica, him not go tell none of we.
No, man, me go and come back and you know, so go. Me not got a picture for proof. So while I'm link up Marlon and tell him somebody at such and such place. JD, why so violent? No, man. The one Alex always about me up over the last 3 years. So me have some reserve Tom theme, you know. And JD, give me 2 Switzerland. You think when you come here, we just get girls? Life, you have to live life just like Jamaica, you know. It's harder than Jamaica, you know. You get me? Because
when I got here and I was not married, I did just get girls. That can happen.
That's America. I am not in America. Yeah, I'm not in America, so I don't know what to talk. Yeah, I can't bother with these guys, you know, because guys, their experience and my experience is different. From I'm here, I live one life, and I'm happy with the life that I did. Come through it. Yes, I'm okay with it. JD, make sure you have the what? JD, I go down river and take a picture. Stefan said I'm a Belgian Asian fugitive. So JD, where you are rent a dread before you got there? Nitro and Soul Criders a fight me. All right, boy. Me give up. Me give up. Me give up.
This is no, this is abuse. They said if you're having a conversation, right, and everybody else will laugh and the next person serious, they say this is bullying. So this is probably borderline cyber bullying for JD.
Oh, but JT la illegal. Let me inform on him. JT la, you know, illegal, man.
JD is a wicked youth.
No, I don't trouble me. I trouble him. No, JT la illegal, man. I just trouble him. JT la, if me illegal in a Belgium, you illegal in a Scandinavia. So JT la, you better come defend yourself because them say me illegal, so you illegal as well. Thank God for Gemma, mommy. She took.
So what I do?
JT
Me have a
la,
question.
JT
JT, they still have a Jamaican passport.
I don't think JT will have a Jamaican passport either. So
and J Taylor, me see you ask about one question. Was that your voice saying a one question? Them give me star. Yeah, was that your voice?
here on look here. Leon said JD and a Gallus. I'm gonna say one thing, you know. I'm not gonna talk it loud, you know, cause you never know. Listen to me. If you can find out, we have 200 people watching me. In your lifetime, if you ever go through my rap sheet in life, I pay you. I don't think you have 10 people in this chat can even compare to me, Lee Young. You maybe don't know who you talk to. All right? Nobody look for me now with your made ball and my old, you know? Yes. Believe me, you can't walk not even near me toenail. Make people, maybe 15 of them are watch it right now. My stream right now. Because me and them good back. 15, 20, 35, 65, 75.
Clip it.
You have a subscriber named Toenail.
Click that, Satan toenail. Click that. I want to know. Satan toenail. Click that. And go back to Jamaica and ask who means. All right? Go Walter and ask who means. You're going to drop down, all right? Boy, you're going to talk about me. About me a board man. Yeah, boy, man, where did come from? See my board man. Yameds don't count JD. No butter is. Owen. Lee Young. Have you ever had two girls fight over you? Lee Young. I'm not gonna get Lee Young. Just go and check me, who me is. Just make them tell you. You're only dance with that.
JD, only two? Only two?
JD, let me help you out. So JD, do you think Jamaica can win this group?
Win this group? After we got...
Let me help you out. Do you think Jamaica can win this group?
Okay, J Taylor, say him have him Jamaican passport. Okay, all right. So J Taylor, damn man.
J Taylor, you can be a part of the squad because we are trying to get JD passport, but they say a 6 months, sir. A Jamaican bar, not a Belgian bar, Jamaican bar.
JD a Galley's competition. You watch too much Ryan show. No man, Ryan a joke. Ryan Galley's talking a joke compared to me, man.
I would like Lulu. Walter and Amanda used to live in Walter. Amanda.
Ryan talk about two big body girl names of the brother. You have to go in a 70 and 80 and maybe 100 and 200. Brother, those Ryan a joke compared to me, man. Joke. People even stop disrespecting me on the internet, all right? Me give you know where I come from, you know. So go and check it, all right? Just you wanna go and go check it. Mr. Ryan a joke. I mean, I ask you, joke to me, joke. I mean, I ask you, joke. Just go and check who me is. Check from stats, come straight up. Your man, I tell you, you rock for them. Check from stats, come straight up. A joke to me. All right, yeah, man. Me not ask you.
It's safe
Me terrorize Jamaica.
JD,
all right.
JD, it's safe for me when I go home and I ask people, boy. Me no
Just
want to be able
ask.
to walk out of the place.
No, just ask because the man ramp with my popularity, you know. All right. Me said joke. See all one a big league, eh? In the right one a Cockburn pen. Just go Chisholm or Walt. Just go anywhere Walt I'm ask. Not even big league then. Go at the top of your road and go over. Just look over just from the top of Cockburn pen and just ask right over there. So over the over where filings come from. Just ask over there. So you might have two over there wait for me as well too. Yeah, man. No, for me. No.
So yes, Belgium change you, JD. Belgium change you.
Brother, you're Jamaican gonna come to this.
You know what I'm saying, Prezi, you know what I'm saying? From the day you not have him Jamaican passport, you not go on so again.
No man. Look, remember, when we do the dance thing and we go all about that one really opened my eyes up to small area is because we don't go a whole heap of dance at night time and every night we just do things and I live, you know. Yeah, man. So that was a fast life. That whole year there was a super year, believe me, fast year, you know. But with football we come to talk about, man. The people can just check, you know. You near Bay Farm Road. Yeah man. Me come on. All right, one time me and my boy made a party Bay Farm. But what I want Kwame, me and Kwame Richards today, me come a Bay Farm Juras. Me and Kwame they made a Bay Farm for a while. Yeah. And me have some family live up a Bay Farm and then up a 76, made up a 76 a while as well too. Yeah, me did all over the place, you know. Well, I know me survive it, you know, but me there all over the place, man. All over the place. Kevin said, JD, somebody said to tell you that.
Kevin, respect Kevin, because JD don't know what I'm doing.
JD, me try to tell you, I say, yo, win Jamaica, win this group. With the United States, may I try to give you a segue?
Yeah, man, you try to bring it back to the football.
Yeah, I'm trying to give you a segue, but, you don't know.
No man, I treat them I try to put Ryan in a league, you know. You can't do it. So Ryan play football. Let Ryan just stay in Canada and talk about football, brother. You can't talk. Me zero Jamaica, brother. Me not tell you, I don't need nothing about Jamaica. Me get everything I think I want. I do everything I think I want. So that's what I'm telling them. I'm telling them so me zero. Me not have to tell you what me call zero. But me not interested in nothing more. At least from a young age. Maybe when we get older now, I can think about some other things where more go in, you know. Me need some drive, you know. That's the only thing can.
Oh crap!
Some drive.
You know, so me actually I go to the South Korea, El Salvador. I think El Salvador they play tonight. Yeah, man. I drive got a game there because it's like just an hour drive.
Okay.
What am I playing? Busan?
Yeah, no, not now. They play a Busan against Peru over a weekend. They play a Daejeon.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The same play Japan while they're in Japan. Give them a spanking.
Japan deal with them. Yeah.
About they get 6 complimentary. Could that be about 12?
Yeah, man, 6 says Salvador got man.
Yeah, man.
A Klinsman I coach them too, you know. So the game tonight at 8 o'clock.
Japan?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so the Klinsman.
Okay. That's a new hire, like just hire him, right?
Yeah, him just get hired recently. So I think this is probably his second game.
You know, I think the USA Federation need to give him his flowers. I think it's him because this turnaround we're seeing right now in their team.
EM's zero competition. Zero.
I think blueprint on Jason. Remember, so when they carry the blueprint come, nobody didn't want to really take it. So Berhalter jump on it and they work out.
Yeah, man, because it's when he came, he was telling them, listen, man, if we want to compete at a higher level, we have to include the diaspora. And it's him get a lot of them German Americans to come at first and open up them eyes to you know, guys like Balogun and these guys. Who knows if Klinsman never come, if these guys would have ever played for the US?
Yeah, man.
That's true.
I'm sure they come down. Johnson and all of them, the Fabian Johnson and all of them, they come down.
Yeah, man. He bring Johnson and the other midfielder there. Jermaine Jones.
Yeah.
German. Yeah, when that
Yeah.
Blackburn, then got
Yeah.
that something, got Schalke.
In the day at Schalke at the time, yeah.
Yeah. I am starting revolution for them, man. So they have
Mm.
I obviously still hopeful our federation can see it, and as a coach come and the coach make them know, so guess what? To compete, I want to play to compete. And as my friend say in Costa Rica, say if Costa Rica they have the opportunity to get the type of players that Jamaica could get. Them book them ticket for World Cup every time. Walk in and they say World Cup. So by the time personally really see the abundance of talent we have out there now.
No, yeah. We see the leads conversation, and JD, them think through you choose different life. No, man, them not go back in history, man. Me tell you, say, there's no comparison, man. Me not ask you, man. Me not ask you. But them thing are hard for doing at them time, man. No, in Jamaica,
Well,
for roam right now, you can't roam the same place. No much man can go 2 streets away anymore. You talk to someone bridging them, and you can't. Yo, it rough, you know, man.
So JD, me know you want to push out of the stream and everything, but just to bring it back to like full circle.
So football now.
Yeah, I just wanted to end on something. I saw Martin ask a question. He was dying first to answer it. Just all the panelists here. If we had to give a grade 1 to 10 for this 23, what are we giving?
Grade? But I thought we answered this, you know. For me, it could have been better, but I would take it. At least the depth of it could have been better, you know, for me. So I'm gonna give it a 7.8.
I'll give it an 8.
We get an 8 because I think I don't see the coach bringing 4 right back. So I'm personally asking about Wes Hardy not being there. And we have to also factor. I think I don't see the coach will bring 6 new players in that squad that he never worked with before. Right, although we had at the camp, so and I even said to JD, I said the addition would have been Bernard and Bernard and Latibeaudiere and basically great because of his quality, right? So those players are there. Whisper, surprising inclusion. As I said, he gave his reason why Ravel is not there. So we are still, I think we're one shot in the midfield. Although Bobby Ray campaigned us, but Pinnock not being there for the first game, if it ends up that way, it's gonna be a big miss. I think the way he finished up the season, how commanding he has been throughout the whole season, and the last game for Jamaica, I think the understanding was there between him and Malo, so we're expecting him to kick on from that.
Man,
Yeah,
you hear that Phillips like a Manchester United next season to replace Fred?
JT something else.
Marlon broke the deal because I'm a United fan and a Mount Pleasant fan, so I must see him tell them.
KCV, one of my brethren from America. Damn, KCV, how are you doing, man? Hope all is well with you and the family. So it's a KCV said, big up JD. Good luck for the Gold Cup. Expecting you guys to beat us on Sunday. What? You see, only we alone think that we are gonna get beat up by America now. And all of the Americans think the opposite.
I tell you, I said plenty of person in the mainstream media, of Jamaica to beat them, when they sleep there. So if Jamaica bet us beat them,
oh Lord.
Yeah, man. They must go all that. They just have any.
If them think if we lose to them now, it's gonna be like, oh, it doesn't matter what squad they do pick, they are gonna beat Jamaica. You know, that's how they're gonna look at us from that point. We have if I have daily family in St. Elizabeth, it's possibly know yourself. Okay, yeah, because from you said if I have daily family in St. Elizabeth, it might be possible know yourself, but I don't know them though. Maybe they know me, but I don't know them. It's possible though. It's possible. So it's prophecy. Early on, you had a segment in the show, when Mr. Prezi said something. Was prophecies here, you want to repeat what you said, or you don't remember?
No, I remember it because me tell us that's one thing I took from the press conference. You understand me? So I was making a broader point about the vloggers and the fact that they should listen to the other vloggers or journalists that ask question, and two, whether or not the coach answered the question that they're about to ask, because sometimes you find yourself in that. And then I use prophecy question when I asked the coach, he alluded to the fact that the coach is, pay attention to statistics, right? So he said, Coach, I realize that, Mr. Wall, I realize that, you speak a lot about statistics. So statistically, we realize that the Reggae Boyz have been conceded a lot from set players. So pretty much, do you have any plans to remedy the situation? So then the coach went ahead and say, based on his experience here, in the Argentina game, Messi, one of the best in the world, him score a free kick against Jamaica, and him didn't see where Jamaica conceded a lot of goal from set plays. So based on the fact, prophecy question and the argument that he was trying to make was in direct contradiction of each other.
Okay, so prophecy. We just didn't want him to say it because we know that people will bring back information to you. But I know you are not that type of person to even take these people serious. But just wanted to make sure, say nobody never mean you no harm or nothing. You get me? Yes. But anyways, prophecy. I did something Marlon said. Marlon, did you hear the guy from mainstream radio RJR? He asked the coach, oh, can he pick Whisper over Stuart and Colin Anderson?
From RFM, not RJR,
RFM.
Yeah, Robert asked it.
So you think that's gonna be this? You think the JPL players they will take it as a diffs, and oh you think he's gonna improve? Because really and truly, yeah.
If you look at it from that point of view, these are the top two players in the league, and I think when they look on the assess it and see a player who play Manning Cup and hasn't played a minute of club football, right? And basically you see him get selected over you, and I think based off your performance, right? You say score goals, and I'm gonna score goals, so you can't take that for them. You're scoring goal against the best you have in the country. Yes, you're not gonna compare you and say it's like the Premier League, but what they also do, they deliver on that, and for not even being called for the training camp.
Yeah.
I think probably they're gonna look at this and say, guess what we feel? What more can we do to be a part of this?
I do agree. I think people will take it as very much disrespectful.
But the coach on the same token, may I be the devil's advocate. May I be the devil's advocate in this conversation. But on the same token, the coach could say, you had those 2 games against Trinidad. You use them 2 games against Trinidad to evaluate to see.
No, but they did what they did in the Trinidad game. Trevante Stewart did exactly what he was brought in to do, but still never got selected.
I was at the game. Trevante, guess what? Trinidad has 2 were basically 6-4. Every ball that went up, Trevante Stewart went up for them against those 2 defenders, right? He literally won everything from them, and they fouled him, right? Person that's saying that he didn't take a shot, but he didn't get a chance to take a shot. The ball were playing his back is between the 2 defenders. When he came out to the second, the first half when they were playing the long ball to Whisper and this, where they weren't winning any of them, and then person might be Topia and Amari'i at the time. But when Stuart went on and those long ball went up from King, it was right on to him. The defense, I tell the person he has learned a lot since going to Mexico by working with Boza and Koeberg. So imagine you had him in that squad, right, with all the players for extended time and give him a chance to play. Because I said I've taken Trevante Stewart over Burke. And person was saying they have JP this player. I I said when a person is on farm, I used to a person develop. That's why I assess him, and I saw his development is growing. He's not the finished article. He's still raw, but he's improving every day. So I think when they look now and see it and say, guess what? Man play Manning Cup, leading goal scorer for Manning Cup, and we are two top striker in the JPL, right? And he's a part of it. What about him?
I agree with you fully, Marlon. I think he's gonna tie himself with a lot of the football people in the country. They are gonna put him deep, you know. Yeah, if he can't get these guys included, and they look like they can offer something, so I'm kind of shocked, to be honest. Prophecy, we are jump off now in a big boss. We are jump off now. All right, so guys, thanks yet again for another good stream. We want President to go and match. We want Marlon to go and relax himself. Jason get some sleep, you know. All right, but an early time for them. But me, I could get some guys because when they brought me down to 4.5 hours, I get 4.5 sleep hour. So people take care and have a good night. See you in the next one. All right, peace out.